Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
It's showtime.
The juice is loose. Happy Halloween, everybody, and welcome to Wolfpack Wednesdays. I am your host. I am the ghost with the most, babe. Welcome in, everybody. Episode 76. Happy, very happy Halloween. We are looking forward to having a great show for all you ghouls and goblins out there tonight. We're going to talk about some figures. We're going to talk about Halloween. Might talk about a little candy. And it's going to be a good show. So, without further ado, let's start by introducing our guests for this special Halloween episode. All the way in a galaxy far, far away, we've managed to bring this villain in. You might know him as Grand Admiral Thrawn. Joining us tonight, my liege. Welcome to the show.
Well, happiest of Halloween from the Empire.
Okay. Very nice. I love the outfit. You went all out. You look great.
Thank you.
And I hope you'll be talking like that through the whole show.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Everything I do is for the Empire.
All right. Very good. It's good to have you, Thrawn. It's good
to
have
everybody.
you.
Hello, everybody.
Love the outfit.
Yes. Yes.
Took me by surprise. I wasn't sure what to expect. But I thought it would be more like a monster or like a Halloween thing. This was a great thought of you to do, and I think you pulled it off very nicely.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I'm not going to be able to do that all night.
No, I know. It's
yeah. Thank you. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween. And next, all the way, I'm not going to lie, I haven't seen this show yet. I know it's really good. People hype it up a lot. But I think from across the pond, a soccer coach, a football coach turned soccer coach, I think. Anyways, we got the one, the only Ted Lasso, the Collector. What is going on, my friend? Awesome costume. You hinted to us what it would be last week, and here it is coming to fruition. It looks nice.
Thank you, boys. Appreciate that. Yeah, try to throw everybody off the scent here. People were saying Mario and Super Troopers and all that stuff, and those were some good guesses. But yeah, gotta believe, baby. Ted Lasso.
So what made you want to pull this one off?
Yeah, honestly, it was a freak accident. I was shaving, and surely I had to trim off some of it. And I said, you know what? Because I was stressing about what I was going to do this year. Because last year I shaved off the beard completely. And I was playing around with a couple ideas that required the beard, but I messed it up. So I was like, I had to pivot the last second. I said, you know what? I'm going to go mustache, and I'm going to either do the Super Trooper idea or go with Ted Lasso. And I said, you know what? Go with Ted Lasso. It's fun. It's different. It's a positive character. And I said, you know what? No one's going to expect me to dress up as that. So that's why I went with Ted Lasso.
Now, is this a whole outfit, or did you just piece it together and do it yourself, or... Is this a kit?
No, it's a whole outfit, man.
Okay.
The windbreaker came with it. The hats came with a mustache option. I said, no, do it the real way, baby.
Not here, baby.
And whistle. So yeah, simple.
I love it. I think we're on our way to outdoing ourselves from last year. And if you guys haven't seen that episode, go back and watch last Halloween and let us know what you think, which costumes were better. So we go from soccer to hockey to somebody that likes to hang out with reptiles. And you might think he's kind of weird, but we think he's kind of cool. And it's Casey Jones, a.k.a. Brick Jones. Too sweet, my friend. I don't have a lot of movement in this suit, but there you go. What's up, my friend? How are you doing? You're muted.
You can't see.
Classic. Yeah, you can't see. He's still muted. Let's see if I can unmute him here.
Wait, he's got
Try that again.
There we go. There we go.
Let me try that again.
You're good.
Today's class, Pain 101. Your instructor, Casey Jones. Let's go.
I was going to say pain for us or pain for him wearing that mask for the whole show.
I'll be all right. Casey Jones, baby.
Looks good. You got is that barbed wire wrapped around the hockey stick?
Yeah, it's real too.
I didn't think they would allow that on TMNT, but it looks good, man. Can you see out of that thing okay?
Oh, yeah. Well, without my glasses, no, but through the holes, yes.
He's blind. Happy Halloween to you, my friend. What made you want to do Casey as opposed to a turtle?
Well, you know what? I don't see a lot of Casey Jones love, and I saw this mask, and I thought, why not? I love Casey.
I like
Jones.
it.
I like the TMNT. Grew up with them. Did a Bugle 6 episode with it, so kind of fit. Everything kind of came together, and Casey Jones, baby, let's go.
Let's go. Well, happy Halloween to each and every one of you, as well as all of you in the chat. Hopefully you guys were able to celebrate a little bit of Halloween, whether you had trick or treat this past weekend or you have trick or treat tomorrow night. Hope you all are able to have some fun like we are tonight. We're going to mix in some Halloween, like I said, with some Hot Toys talk and whatnot. So before we get going, I want to invite you guys to like the video, obviously, subscribe to all my friends' channels, and ring the bell so you don't miss when any of us decide to do crazy shit on YouTube. So let's start by seeing who is joining us tonight. We got Giovan. Hello, everyone. Happy Halloween. We have channel member Valkyrie Magnus. Have a great show, guys. I'll catch the show tomorrow. Oh, sadness. But it says, have fun. Tighter FL. Yo, that Ahsoka line is dropping heavy. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be one by one trickling in. We're going to talk to we'll talk to Sneaker and DLO and see how they're bracing themselves for all of these figures coming out. We got Doc Bat. Happy Halloween, my good friends. Cheers to you. Thanks for being here. Nomar, my friend, what's going on? What's up, Wolfpackers? Let's get a poll. Who's the best costume tonight? Let's see. We could start that. Who has the best costume? So we'll say Beetlejuice, Ted Lasso, Thrawn, and we got, is it Casey with a C, right?
CASEY, baby.
Gotcha. Casey Jones. Start the poll. Why don't you guys vote? Let us know which is your favorite costume. While we are saying hello to everybody, we got Adric23, another channel member. Thank you for the support. Says hello, collectors. We got Yazzie. I'll be back. I think he's referencing a figure that was announced that I'm pretty
Yes.
stoked to talk about. So I'll be back. We got Queso Blanco, another channel member, says, boo. Good evening. Good evening. Neilerific. Good evening, fellow collectors. We got Reno. Hey, guys. What's going on? One Adam 12. Hello, Wolfpack. Got my Balin and 10 out of 10 head sculpt. Some great releases and announcements this week. Dude, this guy is all in on the Ahsoka line. He's getting these figures like the week they come out. He is putting his money where his mouth is. And I appreciate that. Yeah, I can't wait to see that figure in person. I'm sure when Steve gets it, I'm sure that's probably when I'll see it. So
Am I the only one getting Balin?
well, DLO is, but I'll probably see you before I see him.
DLO, are you getting? Did you already order?
Or are you?
Am I getting Balin?
Are you a
Yeah,
changed
like,
man?
Are you getting? Did you already order Balin? Or are you gonna wait?
No, I'm gonna get him.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Very
probably
good.
get him locum this time. But yeah, I'm getting all the Ahsoka stuff, minus the trooper
All
stuff.
of it. Okay, minus troopers. Got it. We got Brad Cormack. Good evening and too sweet. Universal Key is joining us. We have the Movie Canon Evening Collectors, Wolfpack. Happy Halloween, everybody. Also, Gio is going to be our special guest for next week. So we are looking forward to that. Going to talk figures with him. The week after that, we are going to take a break. We're going to be on a hiatus for a week because I'll be in Philly for work. So unfortunately, next week, and then we'll take a week off. But we'll give you guys a reminder. Let's see. Is that a hint that Sneaker's going to buy Beetlejuice? I think from the intro.
No.
Dude, I haven't pre-ordered it yet, but I am. I'm going to. Everybody else on the panel other than Sneaker getting that figure?
What, Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I think it's like the only
I canceled
figure
that
Sneaker's not
terrible
getting.
sideshow one when that popped out, and I was like, ah.
Yeah. We got Collection Obsession. Hello. Thank you for being a channel member. Jose Hernandez, what's going on, my friend? Chris Santos, thank you for being here. X-Man, oh my God, so many people in the chat. Let's go. We got 58 to start. Hopefully, let's crack 100 tonight, and let's get some likes as well. Hit that like button. Striker 47, too sweet to you, Wolfpack. Waitlist converted for me of 2 special editions of Miles G. Morales and Spider-Punk. Just another week to spend more money. Brick, why don't you give him a harumph for that little waitlist conversion?
Harumph.
All right, get some Spider-Verse figures.
I'll tell you
into
what,
the
too,
collection.
real quick. If we get
Yeah.
100 people in here tonight and at least 65 likes before the end of the show, I'll give away
Let's
a
try it.
$25 gift card
Hey-o.
Ooh,
for sideshow.
okay.
Let's do
All
it.
right, you guys heard
Well,
it.
stick around. Stick around.
Stick around. All right, Case of Blacko, I think this is maybe when the outfits starting making appearances here. We got Stacy. Good evening, Wolfpack and fellow collectors. Happy Halloween. The juice is definitely loose. Doc Bad is laughing his ass off. Yeah, OMG, Steve. Love the outfit tailoring, but the
Appreciate
head
it.
sculpt is definitely off. Yeah, we did our best. We did our best.
Love that.
Oh, that's good.
Ain't no way. Sneaker not taking the Obi-Wan route. What a twist. That's too predictable and honestly too easy. Like it's definitely a better option for you. I like it. Yeah, cool sneaker.
Thank you.
Artisan Graham. Yeah, look at this. I got a full head of hair back. Feels nice. All right. Yep. Yeah. So actually, we all, at least 3 of us shaved. I shaved last week because this is my second go around. Sneaker shaved
trimmed.
her down. D-Lo shaved it down. Brick's got the Casey Jones, so he's actually growing the full beard under there.
Well, I trimmed it up so it wouldn't stick out on the sides,
Darth Tamaris is here as well. The resemblance is uncanny. I'm not okay. We got Haha Ted. We got Conquer Knight. The costumes are sick. Brick Jones, the Admiral. Been eyeing that Casey Jones mask.
Get
Yeah,
it?
hard to recognize us. That's for sure. We got 61 in the house. Thank you guys for being here. Darth Kibbles, channel member, is joining us tonight. Love the costumes. Appreciate that. I know we all put a lot of work into it, so it's nice that you guys enjoy them as much as we enjoy donning them tonight. So we got a super chat from Thrawn's office, $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Happy Halloween, Wolfpackers. You guys look awesome. Thank you, and I do appreciate it. Let's cheers to Thrawn's office.
Cheers. To the Wolfpack, to Collector's Own, to you guys. Cheers.
Thanks for all the support, everybody.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, my friend. Let's see here. We got Frank Flores. What's up, boys? Got Howard Potts, another channel member. Sneaker for the win. Sneakers is pretty cool, man. I gotta say.
Thank you, Howard.
Let's see. We got another super chat. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you for the generosity. The movie canon, $4.99. Happy Halloween. Still hoping for a Xenomorph announcement this week or Jack Torrance. I think the Xenomorph is definitely on the horizon. I think from that showing a while ago, they teased this guy originally, right? The T1000. They teased him, and then Jar Jar and the Xenomorph, and Predator. So we got 3 on that list that we haven't quite gotten to yet, but obviously they're pacing them out. But yeah, they're all coming. They're all coming. So that Xenomorph is gonna be nice. Who here would get a Xenomorph?
Oh, totally.
I'm still like, I'm 60-40. I want a Ripley more than a Xenomorph. So I don't know.
Is it because it's Romulus and not like from the original? Is that
no? I don't think that bothers me actually. I just don't know. I don't know. Ripley's just more of a prominent character. I mean, obviously the Xenomorph is prominent, but like, I don't know. Maybe he scares me too much. Maybe that's it. So we'll see. We got Savannah Ross. Happy to be here. Celebrating my birthday early. Happy birthday early, Savannah. And thank you for joining us. Hope you have a great day whenever your birthday is. Christian Crosshair Cooper. What's up, Wolfpack? Love the costumes. Thanks for being here, my friend. We got Samson. I have the SS1 on pre-order, secretly hoping it's delayed so I can get my NRD back. You sly guy. I know how that works. I've done that as well. So who knows, though? I mean, do you guys think that I thought the head sculpt for the Sideshow Beetlejuice was pretty decent, but the hair is the problem. It's like my hair. Like, it's very stiff and Barbie-like. And do you think you can work with it if you get it in hand? Or do you think it's just the quality is just not there? Just go Hot Toys.
Honestly, Graham, if that figure had your hair, I would be much happier with the figure. To be honest with you.
Actually, it does look better.
100%.
A million time improvement if they had your hair.
That's definitely not saying much because this wig was like $12 only. So it's not saying much at all.
Wow.
But I don't know. Like,
impressive.
I could see a world where that Sideshow Beetlejuice looks decent, and people can get it looking good with a little bit of futzing around. But I think the head sculpt looks good. But I think the Hot Toys one looks badass, and I really pleasantly liked that movie, so it's a little easier for me to jump into that one and pick it up. So, has everybody here seen the Beetlejuice, or Steve hasn't?
The new one I have not.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
Comes to streaming.
Fair enough. I hope you like it. We got Andreas in the house. I'm just arriving. Your costumes put the biggest smile on my face. Awesome.
Nice.
We're happy to be here, man. Happy to be here. SG Collectibles. Hello. Wolfpack loving the costumes. Aaron Jones says this is epic. No, this is a fun show for us to do because it's just fun to be in costume and be in character, and Halloween brings you back to your childhood just a little bit.
Well, not for that. I remember us last year doing this here, and I had so much fun with that one. I've been counting down for this episode ever since the first one we did last year. So
yeah, Garth was awesome. So
yeah,
that
was
a great one.
You guys all did such a great job, and obviously you guys just took up another notch. I just feel like this is going to be like a fun thing for not only just us, but obviously everybody else who watches us. Like every year, like we're all 4 very competitive people, and I'm sure. I know I'm gonna lose. I haven't looked at the poll, but I was like, I'm looking at Graham, I'm looking at Steve.
Obviously,
I'm looking at Bricks. I'm like, damn, I thought a mustache would do it for me this year, but now I know next year I'm gonna.
I think it's got to be Graham or Steve, just because they got the makeup on, yeah.
I'm sweating.
Dan, do we look good too, DLO? I mean, come on now.
Listen,
you guys do. I think we all look great.
Listen, I'm not taking anything away from everybody. I'm just saying, like, this, like, you guys really did a great job. We all did a great job. And I just feel like next year, I'm like, okay, buzz off. I gotta do better.
Buzz off.
Freaking Steve is blue, for God's sakes. I got to put the game. Okay, but yeah, this is gonna be fun. I think this is always gonna be like my favorite.
My hands are not
some episode I'm always gonna look forward to every year, man. Because this is you guys killed it.
Well, and as a group, we're pretty festive around this time of year. Thanksgiving. I mean, we'll wear flannels or, in DLO's case, Hawaiian shirts.
Hawaiian shirts. Yes. Thank you.
I got plans for the whole month of December. I mean, I got Grinch onesies, I got reindeer onesies, I got Santa hats. So yeah, I mean, Christmas will be fun too. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to hanging out with you guys and enjoying the holiday season, which is approaching very, very quickly, by the way. All right, let's see who else. We got Cobra's Collection. Wow, greetings. Now this is entertainment. Happy Halloween. Well, it's good to see you, Cobra. Thank you for being here tonight, and happy Halloween to you as well. Let's see. Beetlejuice costume is great. My birthday happens to me tomorrow. That's pretty cool. If you guys on the panel could have a birthday on any holiday, which would it be? Or do you just, I'll give you the out too. You don't want to share on a holiday, but if you could, would you like to share on any specific holiday? I would not, because I don't like sharing anything and bundling it up. But if I had to pick, I think Halloween would be pretty cool. Have a birthday party, plus everybody dresses in costumes. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
For me, I guess I'd probably steal your answer too, because like that'd be probably the funnest day. Funnest holiday. Fun is, I'm making up words today, but yeah, that'd probably be the best day, I would say too, just because it's just naturally festive day. Well, my birthday's pretty epic. I usually like make a big deal of it all month long and remind everybody until they get me something good for my birthday. So I've been doing that since I was a kid.
I just know too, if you had a birthday on like Christmas, you're pretty much getting screwed on.
Oh gosh, yeah. That's like the last one I would pick.
And I was thinking New Year's, but then that's kind of close to Christmas. So I'm like, you know what? Give me 4th of July. Everyone's getting together for barbecue anyways. You get fireworks on your birthday every day.
That's
you know, like just you're out grilling, having a good time with the shorts on, sleeveless shirt or something, and by the lake, get some birthday cake.
Fun fact: my son's birthday is actually the day before 4th of July.
Ooh, that's even better too.
Really?
Some places do fireworks on the 3rd as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So he's kind of like in his head since he was a kid, just like a little kid. He was just like, these fireworks are obviously for me. Everybody knows it's my birthday. So
I could see D-Lo like this. He'd be like, "You're welcome, son. This is for you." Like
I did it all for you.
I did this for you.
Thousands of dollars each year, just in your honor.
Oh man. How about you, Sneaker? Would you want to have your birthday shared with any holiday?
Not really, to be honest.
Star Wars Day.
Honestly,
May the 4th. My wife's
the 4th
May
or
the 4th
Revenge of the 5th would be sick.
May the 4th would be cool. May the 5th would be, yeah, like around that time would be cool. But otherwise, not really.
I can't take Sneaker seriously. There's just like,
otherwise, not really. I don't
really
believe holidays should be celebrated.
Yeah, creepy. Fad gadgets in the house. Halloween and Caustic Plastic reveal their Frankenstein monster. Wow, I think I did see that
looks damn
somewhere
good.
on the web.
Good. Looks real good.
And they're the same company doing the Crow, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
I'm not very familiar with them, so that's we'll have to learn more about that. But anyway, AJ is in the house. Hello, friends. Hope all is well. Happy Halloween. Kyle Goodwin, it's official. Best show on YouTube. You seen it here first. Too sweet to you. Thank you for that. Let's see. Yeah, that Ted Lasso is fire. Sneaker, how committed are you? Does the blue go all the way down? He's got the evil laugh going on. You don't have to answer that. Hyped for the Jungle Hunter 2.0. We got Red Wolf. Y'all look amazing. Dedication from you guys is unbelievable. Great job. Yeah, I'll take a Xenomorph over Predator any day. What say you guys? I'm going Predator.
Yeah, I'm with you. Predator all day.
Xenomorph, baby.
I was going to say, man. Brick, do I have to read it to you? Because it looked like you couldn't maybe see it.
No, I heard you. But I think if I had to only... man. It depends on what Predator, but I'm thinking like, Jungle Predator or something versus Xenomorph. It's tough, but I think I would go Xenomorph, honestly. Because Alien is one of my favorite horror movies.
Yeah?
So.
Sneaker, did you answer that one?
I'd probably lean a little bit more towards Predator, but that's tough.
Yeah, they're both pretty cool. They could even go on a shelf together. Get a little AVP going.
Yeah.
We have the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Brian Wong himself in the chat tonight. Mr. Maju Space, happy Halloween, brothers, and all. Enjoy. Too sweet to you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here, and thank you so much for the generous super chat, man. I hope you're still here because I got something for you.
Well, what a nice surprise. You are a gentleman and a scholar.
Hey, I see you over there.
You honor me with your gesture.
I guess we know who your favorite Wolfpack member is.
Cheers, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you. And yeah, again, hope you're doing well. Happy Halloween to everyone. Long live the Empire. Let's see. We got Jazzy. Who the fuck is that blue guy?
Who the fuck?
So obviously, Jazzy isn't the biggest Star Wars fan, but
Jazzy does not like Star Wars.
he loathes it. Man. Let's see. We got Eric in the house too. Hello. We got Adric23 enjoying 14 months as a channel member. This is awesome. I do appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the continued support. It means a lot to me. So thank you. We got Myron's 1/6 collection. Hayden, my bro, haven't heard from you in a while. Glad to see you on the live stream. Okay, checking in with the chat. Ted Lasso's also one of his favorite shows on Apple TV Plus. Steve, man, some people don't know who you are, man. It's crazy.
What a shame.
He's an LA Dodger. We got Iron Dude in the house, says Brick the Lego God.
Yes.
Let's see. Tristan is here as well. What's going on, my friend? And we're getting there. Oh, look at this. We got EvilSneaker, a channel member for 14 months as well. He says, long live the Empire. Thank you, Sneaker, for your continued support as well. Appreciate you, my friend. And of course, we have Yomo joining us tonight for episode 76, the Halloween special, 72 in the house. Let's have some freaking fun tonight. Let's start with a little icebreaker before we get into this T1000 because I'm salivating over it, but I'm also hungry for some candy. So let's see here. So trick or treat. What invoice are you anxiously awaiting to hit your account? What would be a super treat if you woke up tomorrow morning and it said either payments due, this is shipping, or this is shipping? Brick, I want to start with you on this one. What's something obviously that's released? Should we say released, or should it not be released yet? Either or. What do you guys think? Should it have to be released? We're waiting on something. Because it's got to be released because you're waiting for it to ship.
Well, that's hard then, because I don't know if I have anything that's released that I'm waiting to ship, because I just got like 6 things last month. Man, what is released? So yeah, I don't have anything.
I know a lot of people don't have Return of the Jedi Vader, Bane, Tech.
I got none of that.
Okay. What is something, Brick, that's not released?
I got my Anakin.
You would love to hear
something. Honestly, it's I'm stuck between two. I guess I got to pick one. I'm gonna pick the Mars Toys Wonka Chocolate Man.
That's a good one.
I am extremely excited for that to randomly, get an email from where I bought it from and just be like, thankfully it's finally released, because that would be a perfect before Christmas gift, you know what I mean? And be able to see it in my collection room before Christmas and during the holidays and everything like that, because that is a movie, believe it or not, that I used to, as a kid, always watch during like the month of December, because it was like that candy. And I know October is very candy as well, but like,
very candy.
Yeah, like leading up to the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, like that is the figure that I'd really love to have. And and get that little Oompa Loompa with them, you know? Like that's awesome.
Well, and Mars Toys just continues to blow it out of the water, knock it out of the park. They are doing some really good things. That penguin looks really good. You know, some YouTubers, Collector Joey, Hot Toys Hotline, came out with some videos last week. That's tempting. And then they showed like the proto, I guess, or the render of the smiling head sculpt that they want to do. So, you know, the Joker figures have been great. Alfred, you know, Mr. Wayne,
Alfred
all
looks
these
amazing.
things. And what I like about it is they're doing figures that we don't have, you know, or that you just can't get anymore. Like,
and I love how they're
Joker.
updating the sculpt for Wonka, you know, like they gave us some info on that. I'm really excited to see what it's going to look like. And man, I mean, any time really, at least to get a photo of the final results, right?
Right.
That's exciting for me.
That's awesome. I like that choice. DLO, how about you, man? What are you anxiously awaiting to arrive or to drop?
A lot of stuff, man. I mean, there's some really good options there. Tech comes to mind. Bane comes to mind. But truth be told, I recently purchased Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh.
And I have watched that, no lie, on replay maybe 3-4 times in a row. And just got in the juices rolling. I really want my Deadpool. I want to get my Deadpool now.
Loose.
Yeah, like I super want that figure. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of people like in the community getting theirs from Sideshow. I'm just anxiously waiting for mine to finally arrive here. Just hopefully my number gets called soon. But yeah, I mean, got to be Deadpool for sure. That's number one. Like, excited. I just can't wait to get that figure in hand.
I thought for sure you were going Bane. Thought for sure.
Truth be told, I mean,
too.
If you asked me this like 2 days ago, I probably would have said Bane. But like I said, been watching the movie. It's my favorite movie of the year. Like, it really is my favorite movie this year. So it's just like, man, I'm back in the game again. I want my Wolverine. I want them to finally announce some of the other characters, maybe get a Blade in here or something. I just want some more Deadpool goodness.
That's a good choice. It's a good choice. And Thrawn's office, but not Thrawn's office. Grand Admiral Thrawn. I was thinking of Thrawn's office when we're talking Thrawn. You already have Thrawn, so that you don't have to worry about. But what else is on the horizon for you?
I would say, there's a lot of different things. Yeah, Vader, Tech, Bane. I had to pull up my list because there's so much stuff. Deadpool is like, that was one of my, the invoice list right now is crazy. But I would say probably the one that I'm looking forward to right now that I'm most intrigued about is Balin. I want to get that Balin figure in, man, and see what all the hype is about, because there's a lot of rumblings about this being like one of the best head sculpts Hot Toys has ever done, and the figure's amazing. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really just excited in general for all these Ahsoka releases coming, relatively quick. And that's I'm hoping I don't have to wait too long to get that case filled up. So I'll go with Balin, and then just like I've been talking about, the Ahsoka line, very exciting.
All right. Well, somebody had to do it, damn it. And I'm going with Bane. I'm super excited to get Bane in the collection. Joker would be a close second. And I know everybody's kind of sick of Joker, but I love him. Let's see here. We got Hot Toys Hotline. I think his ears were burning. He is in the chat as well. Damn, y'all went out. Steve, I'm dying, bro. Let's see. Samson says, I'm new to collecting. I have plenty of pre-orders, but nothing has dropped yet. Interesting.
Imagine you're new to collecting. This is the first live stream you tune into.
This is my first ever live stream.
Who the fuck are these guys?
Who the fuck?
The weirdos in this community.
We also have loyal channel member, How You Figure. Whoa, hell yeah. Christopher Lloyd, Blue Man Group, Fulton Reed from Mighty Ducks, and Mike Ditka. Great costumes, gentlemen.
What's wrong with
What is wrong with you? Let's see here.
Mike Ditka.
And then Queso Blanco celebrating 11 months of being a member. Happy Steve dressed as Thrawn and not Lando. Well, next year, right? That would be pretty cool.
That would not be. I don't know if that would be a good choice necessarily for me personally. Like, that's kind of, you gotta be real careful when it comes to that.
Maybe not.
Not on my list. DLO and I are both like, yep.
I'm sorry, I
Not
don't
gonna
see
happen.
things that way.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
Hotline says, not gonna lie, Graham makes a good Beetlejuice. Well, the juice is loose. I love being Beetlejuice. It's fun. Okay, so did everybody answer? I think everybody went through. So yeah, let's move on to the main event. The main event. And let me just change something quickly. There we go. Let's do that. We knew this was coming, but I don't think any of us knew how good it was going to look when it was officially announced. I myself thought we would not get the alternate police uniform with this as well. So I want to start with DLO on this one. You and I both own or owned the T1000. I sold mine as soon as I saw the proto sitting on that on that shelf or whatever you want to call it on the table, and I got out from under it. So, as somebody that's owned that figure, how are you feeling about this, and what do you think, obviously, about the figure? And we'll just kind of open this up into conversation.
Yeah, well, let's knock this out like right away here. So, absolutely nothing wrong with a 2.0 of doing this figure here. The one that I have, the one that Grant had, is 15 years old. So, long overdue. In fairness, long overdue here. So, very happy for literally everybody, because I'm pretty sure some folks were kind of looking at their version saying, oh, this one can use an update at this point here. So good for you. And the folks who are coming in who didn't get one yet, congrats. You're getting a sick figure. There's what this here is like, just for the folks coming into the 2.0. This here comes with everything that the first one did, with the exception of giving you some better accessories from other figures that were in the line. So, for example, this head sculpt right here, I actually have it right here. Matter of fact, just happen to have it nearby. Yeah. But yeah, this particular head sculpt was exclusive if you got the Sarah Connor, aka T1000 in disguise one. So it was like a piece that did not come with the original one. So it was a better head sculpt then. It's certainly a better head sculpt now, and I'm glad they opted to give us this one in the 2.0 with a the purr system. Believe it or not, this one has purrs as well too for that one eye. That's awesome. Which is sweet. But yeah, it's so much cleaner. It's way better. The boots that stick to the base also came with that in disguise Sarah Connor as well too. That's cool. So they pretty much took this the boot best. Yeah, that came with originally the Sarah Connor one. So you couldn't use it on the T1000. You can use it with Sarah Connor, but it was the in disguise T1000 basically. So they took the same idea and just applied directly to T1000, which I think is a smart move here. So, but I mean, yeah, overall, I'm with you too. I thought for sure we were just going to get the cop version first and not get the bike outfit as well. So I'm pleasantly surprised that they added it in, and I appreciate them doing that, because that makes it even better of a value, in my opinion there. But the question here is, I don't think there's anybody who's not going to say that they're going to get it. Question is, does this figure deserve 2 figures instead of 1? Because you have 3 different looks, and if you're a diehard, you're gonna really want both. And it's $330. It's not at what it was before. I think it was like retail for like $200, the original one. I forget, but it's a lot more expensive. But I don't know, I'll pass it along for you guys from here. Would you guys consider getting 2 of this figure to display both?
No.
Okay. Fuck me.
Go ahead, guys. Fuck me.
I mean, I think for me personally, I only need 1, but I can definitely see why people need 2 figures. I mean, you want to have those 2 options, or at least 2 options, to be able to, especially if you're a fan of T2, right? You want to have those different looks on your shelf. But for me personally, I think I need this figure. I want to get this figure for sure, 110%, along with the T800. But having those two together, I think is good for me, even though I do love the movie. And that's why I think I understand why people like yourself, DLO, would love to have the, multiple versions of the T1000. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question.
What about you, Thrawn?
Yeah, I mean, this is
What's Terminator?
tricky. I guess like one. Would you say?
What's Terminator?
What's Terminator? Who's that? Who's
Son
that
of a
guy?
gun.
No, this is yeah. I mean, it's really tempting. They went all out with this figure, man. They just went
The
crazy
head
with this. But
sculpt is so good.
this was a 2-pack, right? Or you could
No.
get it as a 2.
Yes.
You could,
No.
You
No.
could. I thought you
Was
could
not a
get it as a 2-pack. It was it was never a 2-pack.
Never a 2-pack.
So the first
Just had
version
both
of this.
outfits.
So the first version of this was similar in that only had one body in the box.
Yeah, so the first one came with 2 head sculpts, kind of like this one does too, and it
Gotcha,
came
gotcha.
with both outfits there. So
Okay, so technically, like you could get another body and like just put this like other one together potentially, or would you need more stuff?
it would depend. You would need more stuff here. So for example, like the 3 looks for the T1000 in that movie was the original officer and patrol look. Then you had the officer on the bike, and then you had a mix match, which is this one here at the end after he's regenerated himself, right? So if you wanted to display like the first 2 looks, the bike and the patrol officer look, you would need two belts. You would need
You'd
all
run
the
out of
accessories
stuff.
that goes
You'd
inside
basically
as
end up
well,
running
too.
out of stuff.
Yes, and then you need the undershirt as well too, because you'd have the jacket, but you won't have the under collar shirt as well too. So I mean, you'd have to do a little bit
basically
more
have
than
to
just
get
the
2.
body.
Basically,
But,
end up having to get 2.
Yeah, and
Just be
at
easier
that
to
point, you
probably
might
just
want to
do
just
that.
consider. I mean, maybe that's why I said bring up possibly getting 2, because
Yeah.
you'd have to. You can accessory share some of it, but you still have to go out of your way to complete the outfit. Because notice right here, he's
It's
still
sick,
wearing
man.
his
I love
his
I
belt.
love this look.
Yeah, that look right there.
It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, this is a cool shot right here. But yeah, I mean, I see like I actually had a couple of people message me saying they're pre-ordering 2 of these. So I see the appeal for it. Also, like this is something that collectors have been. How many times have we talked about 2.0s? And how many times have people brought up Terminator figures?
I can't believe they're doing it, if we're being honest.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like it's about. I feel like a lot of people are like, it's about time. So yeah, I think. Like I don't really think 2 is going to be out of the equation for some people with how just popular this franchise is, how long they've been waiting for this figure to come out. And if you want to go all out, then yeah, like get 2. But it's tough, man. Like it's really tough right now with everything coming out. The other side of that, getting 2 of the. I mean, I know you. hey, hey, bro, how you doing? Getting 2 of the same figure right now, like with what's going on in collecting in general, so much stuff coming out is a tough thing to do. But I could see people doing it, especially if you're a diehard and you want both looks. Also, the looks are different enough where like I feel like it's more justifiable than it's not just like you're swapping a head sculpt. You know what I mean? Like you're getting a significantly different look, especially if you put like the uniform, if you have the one with the uniform. So I think like if you're a huge Terminator fan and you really want to get these figures, I could see, and like this is one of the most beloved in the franchise, right? So I could see 2 being justified. For me, I want to get these figures. I just don't know when, when that's going to happen. Like there's just so much stuff, like I said, coming out. So, but yeah, you can't like deny how good this looks. This head sculpt is crazy good. It comes with so much stuff. Like this is like what a 2.0 kind of should be representative of, like something like this, where they're giving you all of this stuff, right? Where you have to make those types of decisions of, how you're going to display it. You have so many options. Like this is a worthy upgrade, I feel like, from what like the original one looked like. So yeah, looks great.
And the 1.0 looked really good. But
Yeah.
DLO, I got mine over the summer, and like I was really happy with it, and I was still impressed for how old it was, how good it looked. But at the same time, I do remember opening and being like, I can see the age. The proportions weren't as good. The head sculpt could be better. Like this head sculpt, like when Sneaker talks about 2.0 and what they should be, like you had a really strong head sculpt for Robert Patrick, and then you come out with this, and it's like exact. Like this is
crazy good.
This is what it should be. And I can understand, DLO, why people would get two, because you want both looks, but how do you hide this head sculpt too? Like it's so good.
Precisely.
So I can see that being a reason why you get two.
Yeah. I mean, once you put the glasses on, you kind of hide a lot of the the actual expression of the face and all that stuff there too once you put it on. And it's a shame because, like you guys said, it's a very beautiful sculpt. And yes, the other one definitely has aged. I mean, 15 years, it's a long time. There's a lot of technology in between that's happened since then. So yeah, I mean, it's something I just floated out there because when I got mine, I did wind up doing two. And quite honestly, I don't regret it at all, just because like it's been nice to have both of them, because Terminator 2 is like one of my favorite movies of all time, right? And
for sure,
with Arnold and with T1000 here at the same time, like their looks are so iconic. Like every step, like every fight that they had, every encounter, the costumes were essentially, they started off clean and they got more battle damage throughout the entire movie. So it just feels like for this kind of movie, if it's like your jam, like it's an all-time great in my opinion, I feel like it's okay to splurge a little bit more. Like it's not like you're copying per se the same exact figure, a la like army building or something like that. This is a little bit of a more unique circumstance, right? Where like if you really love the character so much, say specifically Arnold, I think more people would be like, oh, it's a no-brainer. I want every look for Arnold in that movie if you're a big fan of it. But for T1000, I think it's a cool thing to do as well too. Just maybe not all three, but at least both looks, the two first looks at least. You know what I mean?
No, I hear you. And really quick, DLO, would you consider keeping one or both of your 1.0s and just like you could hide a lot of the 1.0 proportions with the new outfit here, like the boots and the coat and the even the head sculpt if you want. Would you consider doing that, or are you just thinking of maybe just getting two new ones?
I don't think so. I think if you wanted to kind of show off the new head sculpt, then keeping it without the bike set outfit would make the most sense, right? Then using the 1.0 as your motorcycle T1000, right? Because who cares? That one's covered underneath helmet, kind of like Snowspeeder Luke, right? Like his head sculpt isn't the best, but it doesn't bother as many people because you got the helmet to put underneath it here, and you can rarely see his face. So, but yeah, if you wanted to do something like that and mix and match that, save some money, get a 1.0 to go with your 2.0, that's definitely a way to go.
Right. We had, I closed this poll. We had 88 votes for who has the best costume. Yours truly, Beetlejuice, has 47%. Thrawn with 40%. Casey Jones with 6%. Ted Lasso with 4%.
Dead to me.
Sneaker, high five.
Dead to me.
I grew a mustache for a month for this.
My hand got bleached somehow.
You disrespect me like this. We started a new poll. I want to know if you're getting this, if you're getting two, if you're passing. So the other question I have for you guys, and I don't want this to just be between me and DLO. We had the figure, but I want you guys to jump in too. But being that we owned it, we might have just a little bit more, I don't even want to say knowledge, but just we know what the old one had. But a lot of people, I think the only knock might be like these magnetic bullet splatters here. Like people say they look like roses, or they look like fake, or like, are you guys okay with this? I mean, you can easily add them, detach them. Do you think it should have been integrated some different way? Do you think it looks okay? Any problems with that?
No. I mean, I would much rather. Yeah, I was just to say, like, I would much rather have, like, regardless of how they look, the fact that you have the magnetic ability to change it that's what I would hope for, basically. Right. Yeah, like you can pull them off and they're magnetic and it doesn't affect anything else, and it looks like they were never on there. I'd much rather have that option than having it integrated actually into the figure.
It makes it so easy to come on and off.
You can
even
look
like some really, really good.
Yeah. And if I remember correctly, maybe they didn't stick out like this much, but obviously from the bullet going into his body, there was a little bit of a splatter outward.
Yeah, because the bullet expands, so it's going to come out a little bit. Yeah.
Man, I can feel sweat dripping down my forehead underneath the cap, and it's got nowhere to go.
I can smell my breath, so you're good.
But no, I'm really impressed with this head sculpt. And
yeah, that's crazy.
As good as the other one did look, X-Man hit it on the head. He just said the original figure was Dumbo status. I did notice the ears looked too big, and the hands looked like really like it was almost like man hands on a woman. Like when he had his hand up like this, it was really big. The proportions weren't quite there, but
I can't believe how good this sculpt is. Like I truly feel like there have been a few announcements this year where we are just like in shock of how good head sculpts are, and this is probably the best one I've seen announced this year. 100%.
No, I agree, man. It looks killer. Can't wait to get this. Look, it even got like a little mole here. Like I know people were even saying with Balin how that it turned out almost maybe even better than the proto, and how you didn't lose like freckles or skin detail or pores or wrinkles. Like it's just I think
the hair is so good too.
Yeah.
Like everything is just
they're getting so good at what they do, and they were already good. But here too, you got the ripples and whatnot. It looks amazing.
The color in the cheeks, like everything.
And rolling eyes, just
yeah.
I'm glad that's becoming a normal thing, because it really does bring figures to life too, where you don't have the dead stare. You can get different angles, which really just help the figure come to life. So Brandon, man, he says 1,000. I think he's saying 1,000%. We will get a new Dutch for Predator. If this happens, I will be ecstatic. I love the Predator movie. I love Arnold Schwarzenegger. I've been wanting a Dutch, but I'm not paying those stupid prices for a figure that's kind of out of date as well. But man, if they would do this head over heels, man, that'd be a day one pre-order for me. Can't wait to see what Hot Toys does with 2.0 Sarah Connor. Do you guys think they're going further into this line? Do you think we get a Sarah Connor? Because I'm still a little hesitant on that. What do you guys think? She needs it, but I don't know. I could see them doing the main attractions and then being done with it instead of going all into the line. What do you guys think?
I think if these figures sell well, which it sounds like they are, I could see them saying, you know what, let's do it. Let's announce the Sarah Connor. Now, are they going to, do more than that? I don't know, but I could see a Sarah Connor.
Yeah, I kind of see what you're talking about as well too, Graham. As far as that's concerned, it just seems like as much as Sarah Connor is a badass, and mark my words, she is a badass. Like, I don't know if everybody is going to be as enthusiastic about it as me or maybe even Graham about getting a Sarah Connor. Like, I would 1,000% do it because I have her as well too, and she is a 15-year-old figure as well too. And you've seen what they've done with artisan figures as well. That would be amazing to have that kind of like quality Sarah Connor in my collection.
She needs it. Probably the worst out of all of these figures.
Yeah, I agree. I think out of all the figures, she's probably aged the worst, right? But at the same time, I mean, if you put them in a pecking order of like importance, Terminator, T1000, then Sarah Connor. Even though, I mean, it's shameful to say that because, I mean, again, she's Sarah Connor. She's the whole reason why the movie happens in the first place. But the reality of it here is I just don't know if everybody would be as excited as I would to get another swing or another crack at a Sarah Connor there. But kind of like Rick said, I mean, if this does well, anything is possible. And if it happens, I would 100% be open to it.
Sneaker, can you see a Sarah Connor happening? Do you know who Sarah Connor is? And would you get her if she came out?
I don't know why people act like I haven't seen any movies ever. Yeah, I mean, I could see. I don't see why they wouldn't do it if these figures, like Brick said, like if these figures are selling really well, I don't see why they wouldn't look at that as a like potential of creating that figure. Also, like, I mean, they don't have to necessarily make a ton of it either. If there isn't as much interest, they could always like not just make a ton of it. An artisan would be, that would be really cool. If they did an artisan that figure, but yeah, I don't see like if they're going back on I don't see why you go back on this and then like I think there's definitely a chance that we get another one. Just the fact that they're going back and revisiting this, there's a chance. Just from that fact alone, I feel like. But you never know. Hot Toys makes those weird decisions.
Yeah. I do think
those weird decisions, man.
Rick's got a good point, though. I do think if these do well, maybe they'd test their luck and say, "Fuck it, let's give them Sarah Connor too, and see if that sells." Too. But yeah, it's just they're so unpredictable. It's tough to say. Steven says, "Is that a Jose Canseco bat?" We also got Brandon Mosley in the house. What's up, guys? What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Dude, apparently new Dutch is coming with silicone body like Bane. Don't tease me. Don't tease me. But that would be cool. Let's see. Yeah, if they did a Sarah and John Connor 2-pack, it would be incredible.
Oh, man.
It's crazy how John Connor is the main storyline character, yet no figures of him. Yeah, that's sad too. Something with children, man. They don't get made, and I don't know what the weird taboo is. You know, they're characters and in a story that we love, and I don't see.
Well, especially since now they're adults, right? Like I feel like now that they're adults, they could sign something now. You know,
right.
But maybe there's something that you sign when you make the movie as a kid too, and you can't do that stuff. But then you see other toy companies do it, so I don't know. I guess
they make them in smaller scale. I've seen. I mean, there was a bunch growing up during the movie time, like when they were selling them. So I mean,
yeah, they made action figures.
They made tons of action figures of John Connor. I just don't know why. 1/6 is a little bit more hesitant. Yeah. I guess it has to do with the realism as well too, right? Because I mean, that's kind of what we buy here. So it is kind of, it's not, and it is at the same time a very weird thing to have a very accurate child as well, right? So I can see both sides of the argument there. So, but I say to hell with that. It's too iconic. You got to get John Connor made and Anakin from episode 1. I know at least 2 people would buy it, maybe a third.
There you go. So yeah, we have 2 sculpts, separate rolling eyeballs. They all look great. And then you have the 3 display styles. Yeah, that's tough, man. You got a lot of good looks there. And this was almost a creepier look than just him running with no emotion. Like this was, I don't know, something creeped me out about when he was in this outfit too. He did a really good job. We got the liquid metal effects magnetically attached to the body. Obviously, that's the same technology that we had before, which was, nothing wrong with it. Magnetic is great. And then that special diorama base with LED light up function. Is this the exact same as that T800, the 2.0 that we're getting there? Is this the exact same as that one, or is that one different? Did that one have a backdrop? I don't remember.
For some reason, I don't remember like the chains hanging down. I don't remember.
I don't remember either. It's similar. I know that. But yeah. So here's everything you get. Lots of goodies that come with our T1000. Okay, so guys are in the chat are saying it's a different base.
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice. Any final thoughts on this? DLO, are you playing the long game on this one, or is this something you might pre-order?
I play the long game and everything, bro.
Well, there was something you pre-ordered. What did you pre-order? You pre-ordered something.
Pre-ordered Deadpool because I wanted the golden guns.
Didn't you pre-order Han Solo?
Nope.
Oh.
Tech?
Actually, yes.
I thought there was one in there.
I did actually, yeah. I just threw some reward points at it and just said, okay, just in case.
F it. Let's see. I thought I ran this poll. Did it not go through? I don't see it. I ran a poll on. Did you guys see the poll that I ran?
No.
Or if you're getting this, maybe it didn't go through.
I saw it before. What was it? Did you close it yet?
I can't find it to close it, so maybe it didn't go through. So I can't start a new poll, so that's weird. But I can't see my poll.
She said.
Anyway, all right. Well, moving on. That might be the end of the polls tonight because, whatever.
I mean, you want me to read it out for you just so you can at least know, or?
Sure. Where are we at? That's weird. Where are we at with that, DLO?
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on. I see it now. I refreshed and I see it. But you can still read it.
No, you're good now. I'll just being a team player.
I'll just go fuck myself. T1000 2.0, 58% getting it, 27% no thanks, 11% getting 2, and 2% keeping the 1.0. It's good enough. That's cool. I like to see, especially for something that's not one of the big 3 IPs. I like to see the majority, getting the figure. So obviously, if we want more stuff like this, like the Alien and Dutch from Predator and new Predator figures and Beetlejuices, then this is good to see. So we got let's see, we got the Hot Toys Nightmare in the house tonight. We got Hammer of God. What's going on, everybody? We got Primetime Reviews. You guys look great. Happy Halloween. Thank you so much for being here, my friend. Hope you're doing well out there in YouTube land. All right. Final thoughts. Is there anything we missed? Is there anything else you want to talk about with this guy? Going once.
That looks great. What else is there to say, man?
Going twice.
Oh, the set sculpt. I remember one other thing. The set sculpt reminded me like when they first showed that Artisan Anakin head sculpt. That's like I felt like to the level when I saw this one. I was like, damn, this is like this is S tier head sculpt right here, and the hair. The hair too looks really. Hot Toys hair is just really good.
I'll just kind of add on real quick. I always say like you shouldn't like 2.0 a figure if it's less than a certain amount of time. Like this is like where the appreciation comes into play. Like that figure, the 1.0 that is desperately needed an upgrade. 15 years it took to get the 2.0 for this one. 15 years. Now, not everyone should be that long, but it just goes to show you like you can really appreciate a 2.0 more if there's just more time, because there's more opportunity to upgrade and it's more appreciated instead of it feeling like a cheap cash in at the time.
Well said. Well said. And it's weird how we were looking at all these photos with the different looks and the bullet holes and stuff, and then you look at this and it looks somewhat plain. But looking at this, you can see as minimal as it is, just the updated proportions and how it just looks more realistic. It looks like an actual human being. The hands were much bigger than the wrists of the original, and you could just see the difference. He looked very, very skinny. He's still a skinny guy, very slender, but like this just looks more natural. So just something that gets me excited for it. But yeah, I'm excited to get this figure. Do you guys have an idea? I know we kind of talked about getting 2 or whatnot, but how would you display them? And there's so many options too. It's more than 3 because you also have, the different arms. There's just so much you can do with this thing. But do you guys have an idea like which head sculpt you would even use? Or I want to go to that one. Like, hold on there. Well, or just count one of these as the police uniform here, I guess. Like, how would you guys want to display them? Go ahead, Thrawn.
Clean head sculpt, and then like if there's a segment clean head sculpt, and then helmeted like police uniform.
Gotcha.
Yep.
D-Lo.
Battle damage with the hook arms, pose in a way where Sarah Connor's about to shoot one more damn shotgun to blow his brains away. Boom.
So would you do the hole in the head?
Violent.
Sculpt? Yeah,
oh yeah, dude. Cool. Like Ben, where like he's almost gonna fall over. The end.
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's the way I do it.
See it
Go
all
big.
the time in my dreams. How about you, Brick?
Yeah, I would go clean sculpt with jacket off, helmet off, and just have that clean look. So we all have something different.
Would you do the finger wave? That's iconic.
You know what? I think I would. Yep.
It's really cool. That's how I had mine posed when I had them. So yeah, this will definitely be pre-ordered for me. Maybe not right away, but definitely something that I'm gonna make sure that I lock down and don't let go. So yeah, very cool, very cool. Okay, man, that figure looks great. I can't wait to see what else Hot Toys gives us in the future. I want to switch gears a little bit. We're gonna talk about some Star Wars figures, but before we do that, we just talked about an amazing movie, T2, iconic. One of those rare movies that was actually, in most respects, better than the first. But I want to ask you guys, what Halloween movies are a must in your household around this time? Whether it be with the family, is there something you need to watch once the kids go to bed at least once a year? What are some staples in your Halloween DVD collection? If anybody still watches those. Brick, I want to start with you on this one.
DVD.
Can we choose more than one?
Yeah, give me a couple.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give a couple. I don't want to take them all for other people to say, but Hocus Pocus is one of them with the family. You got to watch Hocus Pocus. That's a classic. Wasn't a fan of the sequel, but I mean, the first one is just awesome. And one when the kids go to sleep, you got to watch at least one Halloween movie.
Oh, yes.
And I think I would go with the classic Halloween movie if I had to choose one. So, yeah, bring in Michael Myers. But, yeah, got to do Halloween and Hocus Pocus.
All right. DLO the Collector.
Yeah, one for the family. I'd pick, technically, I'd say Nightmare Before Christmas. That's one for me.
That's a good one.
Movie.
Yep. And for me, I mean, there's a bunch of them there, but like, I enjoy a good cult classic, and I would say Lost Boys.
Oh,
I don't think I've ever seen that full movie.
Dude, I'm telling you, man,
It's a shame.
I see that movie pass along on the TV screen. I just stop and I just are like, okay, we're watching it again.
Good.
I love it. I love that movie.
What are you, Sneaker?
Definitely original Halloween. That's probably my favorite horror movie. But the other one that we watch every year that we watched since it came out is Hubie Halloween.
Oh, that is such a good movie.
So Hubie Halloween is just like the perfect, just like kind of hang out. Like, oh, you want to just watch a movie that's kind of just like stupid, funny, like a typical Adam Sandler style movie that you don't take too seriously. And it's actually like, I mean, it's actually like the movie ends up being fine. Mm-hmm. Like it's just like the movie works, and it's got some hilarious quotes, and it's just a really funny movie to watch around this time. So,
you got a dog, Mr. Lambert? You got a big dog, Mr. Lambert?
Mr. Lambert?
Oh, that's a good one.
The ghost sheet. He's got pee on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like all the callbacks from all of his other movies is so funny.
Love that. All the characters in it too, who like are all actors from like previous movies too. It's just just a fun movie to watch.
Yeah. For me, I'm gonna go with Trick or Treat for one that you got to watch when the kids go to bed. Kind of comical in a way, but another cult classic that gained steam. Once it was out for a while, and I like how it kind of takes three stories and kind of builds them into one, and kind of gory. Sometimes you forget about that when you're used to watching, Casper and Hocus Pocus and all that stuff. But, other than that, family movies, you guys named them, Nightmare Before Christmas, Hocus Pocus, they're staples. But of course, the family has to watch yours truly. We have to watch Beetlejuice, and now Beetlejuice.
You bunch of losers! You're working with a professional here! Nice fucking model!
Oh, I love it. Love me some Beetlejuice. So yeah, really good movies to watch during the holiday season. Let's see if anybody in the chat had some here. Yeah, Samson says Trick or Treat. Awesome movie. Hocus Pocus, my kids love that one. I could quote that whole movie. Nightmare Before Christmas.
Do you guys like Frankenweenie?
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Frankenweenie's
Never
fun.
seen that one.
I like Frankenweenie.
Now,
and Monster House is another good one that my family
Monster
watches
House.
together. Yeah.
Nice.
Now Jazzy is a one of a kind sick guy here. He would watch the original Exorcist with the kids. Now, I can't even watch that stuff alone. Like possession stuff, I can't. Possession of Emily Rose, Exorcist, I can't do that stuff. What about you guys? Are you good with watching those movies, or does that cross a line for you? Because for me, I can't watch like Strangers. You guys see that movie too? Like just like slasher movies are different from like those kind of movies. So
I'm more of a slasher fan, but I'll dip into like the these type of films every now and then. There was one, I forget what it was called, but the chick was dead, and it was like the autopsy of somebody. Like the title, that was creepy because they were doing like her autopsy, and like she would wake up and like the lights would flicker off, and it was some crazy stuff.
I think I know which one you're talking about. I can't think of the name.
Yeah, I forget her name.
I'm with you.
Yeah, and but would I watch it with the kids? Hell no. Maybe when they get older, but not at 7 and 4. No way.
Right.
Unless they got in trouble and I wanted to freak them out, maybe. I don't know.
Jeez, scar them for life.
Oh yeah, you wanna be scared?
I know when I was a kid, I watched Leprechaun 3 by myself when I was in 6th grade, and I had a hard time going to sleep for a while after that. I saw The Shining a lot younger than I should have. Like I saw the woman in the tub. Probably where my phobia of old people came from, but
I saw it when I was like 5 or 6. that was crazy.
Oh, let's see. Scream movie marathon. We got Interview with a Vampire.
That's a good movie.
We had Lost Boys. Original Candyman. We used to watch that as kids.
That's good.
Yeah, that's a good one. Dawn of the Dead.
Yes.
Gremlins. Yeah, that's kind of like Nightmare Before Christmas, where it kind of like is it kind of goes for both. Dude, The Ring, that freaked me out the first time I saw that.
Yeah, that movie was scary.
Yeah.
I was too scared to go take a piss.
You know, it was weird. I saw that in the theater, and I came out, and the moon was like, you know how the moon is like when you have like the half crescent moon or something.
Yeah.
But this was like 3/4 around. I was like freaking out. I think I was like 12 years old, 13. But I felt like a little baby coming out of there and then seeing the ring up in the sky. I was freaking out.
I think that's why I can't watch some of these exorcism movies too, is because like women freak me out. Like you got The Ring, you got The Grudge, you got The Exorcism. Like they got the hair in front of them. It's just it creeps me out. You guys ever see The Visit? Where
I've seen all those movies, man.
Dude, that was interesting twist though. The Visit, where they take their kids to see their grandparents that they haven't seen forever, and they have that, what is a sun setting syndrome or whatever it's called. I don't know. Anyways, some freaky shit goes on, and yeah, it's really good. So
Graham's naming like all these different movies.
What about Chucky? Did any of you guys see that when you was young? When you were
never I've seen him, but I was never
freaked out with Chucky.
I was so young. I was so young when I caught my first like Chucky movie, and it was by mistake. I just walked into the room and I see this killer doll. But yeah, like that messed me up for years as a kid. I'm talking about like jumping into bed just because I know in part 3 he like chopped somebody's feet and stuff. Like it's just like I was like a glutton for punishment here. Like I saw the first one and I was traumatized, and then as a dummy I saw part 2 and part 3, and just like I just had a phobia of Chucky for years as a kid.
I used to love The Bride of Chucky. Like that movie.
That
was a good one.
Yeah,
it
was
3 are scary.
Yeah.
But it's
and then
funny.
they did Seed of Chucky and just ruined everything.
Yeah.
Like from there on, it was like, I don't know.
Strangers is too scary for me. That movie mentally scarred me, dude. No joke. Like that was disturbing. I can't get into that stuff anymore.
Yeah,
but,
the whole why us? You were home. It's like,
yeah, crazy.
This is probably the saddest comment of the night. Watched Beetlejuice the other day for the first time. I have to admit, I just didn't get it. I have to watch it. Honestly, it's one of the rare movies where I actually love it more as an adult than I did as a kid. I don't know if I just got it more and it was just funny as Michael Keaton and his humor. I don't know, but Bram Stoker's Dracula is a good one. I like that one.
That's a good movie.
But good. Laughing my ass off. It's not necessarily a phobia. I work in healthcare, so it's not like I don't deal with it. But at the same time, growing up, like when you're a kid, they scare you. You know, and they're unpredictable. You don't know what they're going to do.
They're unpredictable.
No, as a kid, they scare you.
You like dementia, you know, you got behaviors, and you have
squeeze those cheeks.
Were you just gonna say like dementia?
Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen the movie Quarantine by chance?
Oh yeah,
I think so.
That's a good one.
I'm pretty
Yes,
sure
I think so.
That's a good one.
I think so.
Oh,
You know what
28
movie
days
I
later.
saw?
That's another. I like where I missed.
Yeah,
There's so
28
many good
Days
ones out
Later,
there.
yeah.
yeah. There's a
28
lot
Later.
of good films.
One movie I saw, I was looking up a movie. I think I might have told you guys this in the past, but Freddy versus Jason. I saw that shit in theaters. I was 11. I was 11 years old and I saw Freddy vs. Jason in the theaters. I don't know how I got in there or what happened, but that movie gave me nightmares. And it's not even like a scary movie. It's like kind of funny, actually.
It's so
Yeah,
tame
it's funny.
compared to the other ones.
Oh,
but
dude,
yeah.
that shit. And I was 11. I
Yeah.
don't know
No, I
why,
get
but
it,
that movie for some reason was one that like I still kind of remember some scenes from it that just like jacked me up when I was a kid.
You know what movie freaked me out as a kid? I went to Blockbuster and got, I think at like 13 years old, and I was able to buy it even though you had to be like 17 or whatever, or 18 to buy a film. And my friends and I, we walked like 30 minutes to see if Blockbuster would let us buy the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I was
Like
just
the
gonna
newer
say
one.
that one, the one
Well, I
that
guess-
they made in like 03, 04.
Yeah, yep.
Dude, that
and
was-
that movie
that one's
freaked me out.
intense. Yeah.
Same. Like
So
it's one
good.
of those that you like, you enjoy in a weird way, but at the same time, it also disturbs you, and you can't.
Yeah.
Like, part of you wants to watch, and the other part is like, I can't.
I
Right.
can't listen. Graham's descriptions when explaining this stuff.
Dude, when they're at the dinner table, like, just
He's like,
hanging them on the hooks.
I'm terrified of old people. But you know, I feel good when I watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's cracking me up.
I'm here for your entertainment.
It's
Jazzy hits it on the head
hilarious.
though. Says the Acolyte, pretty scary, pretty scary stuff. I was too scared to watch it, if we're being honest. So I passed. Thank you, Christian. Always appreciate it. Trash light.
They need to do a Death Troopers show or movie. Like, what was that book called? Is the book called Death Troopers?
You're talking about the like the Legends book they did that has that on there?
Yeah,
I think that's
yeah.
what it's called.
Okay,
Um,
that'd be really cool.
Hmm.
I haven't read it, but I've only heard about it. So
Man, so many good movies to watch around Halloween. Whether you're watching tame movies or scary movies or weird ass movies, there's a lot for everybody. Let's move on. And let's talk about a couple things that were released. And one of those is another Ahsoka figure, and it's this little cute guy, Chappa. So pretty much it's happening one after another after another. The Ahsoka figures are coming. I hope you guys are all prepared because it doesn't look like it's going to be slowing down. Like I think it's going to be steady, and this could go into next spring if we're. I guess depends on how you want to look at it. Lucky, unlucky, but I know Brick is for the most part safe from this line, and I'm like I got a good foot into it, but I'm not all in like you guys are. You know, there might be 5 figures that I get from it, which to me is a lot, but I know you two are like balls deep into this. So how are you feeling? Like, I know there's excitement, but at the same time, a little bit of nervousness, just kind of with Christmas coming, all the other figures that are going to be coming around the same time. It's a steady flow of invoices, but where are you guys at with this?
I'll go.
Go.
I'll go. It's a good thing, but like you said, it's a bad thing. Like I was just pulling up my invoice list again. There are now Balin, the Night Trooper, the Zombie Death Trooper, and Chopper are now like I'm waiting on invoices for now 4 Ahsoka figures. So, and Thrawn already came out, so 5 are out. But I forget, hold on a second. Yeah, okay. So yeah, like I said, it's a good thing and a bad thing because now it's piling up, and they're releasing these really quick. Are they going to keep doing that? Don't know. But as far as Chopper goes, though, like if you're a Rebels fan, you got to be like real excited about this one. This is a must-have. This droid is a must-have. If you, if you are any bit of a fan of Rebels, like I feel like this is going to appeal to you as a figure to have. But yeah, this gets me excited. What this gets me excited for too is getting Hera. Hopefully, hopefully Hera gets dropped. Yeah, you know at some good God. You are truly sick.
You sitting there with that costume on really makes it weird.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The juice is loose, baby.
But
Anyway,
yeah, I mean having Hera paired with Chopper is gonna be really cool. But yeah, I mean I don't really have much to say because I just feel like I'm repeating myself every time we talk about Ahsoka figures, that this line is just crazy good. I will say, like, if it was, I would be feeling a lot better invoice wise and just like collecting wise if it wasn't for this line at the same time, because like this is getting in the way of a lot of other things just because there's so much stuff from this one that I want. But at the same time, I'm willing to get stuff from this line and hold off on other stuff just because like this line is like so exciting to me. So I hope they like, I mean, I'd rather have these figures come out like at a steady pace and on time rather than wait another year. You know what I mean? So hopefully this is like we talked about last week. Hopefully it's a good sign for things to come, like for this line, but I can't say that it doesn't hurt a little bit when it's just starting to pile up at a relatively quicker rate than I think I expected.
Yeah, I kind of agree with what Steve's saying there. It definitely is interesting how they're deciding which figures are coming in, which ones are not. Not a bad problem if you're looking forward to this line like I am and Steve is. So yeah, I'm thrilled for this, especially for Chopper. Chopper, like Balin was great, Thrawn was great there, but for me, like Steve said, you're a Rebels fan. Like Chopper is like a must-have, and I'm a big fan of Rebels. I've said that many times here, and honestly, and I love droids. I love droids in Star Wars, so I've got them all. That's like instantly like now it's starting to get to me like, oh man, this is really happening. The figures are finally here. They're coming in. So, but the only thing I will say though is like what I'm noticing here is just it was Thrawn, then Balin, then we got the two troopers, and now we're getting Chopper. So like the only thing I'm keeping my expectations of getting all my figures at a quick pace, more specifically the face sculpt style like figures here. Like I think America is probably going to be announced this year, officially released, and possibly a few others there. But I just feel like I'm still not sold that we're going to get all of these as fast as we're getting some of them now. I think some of these are some of the easier ones. Like Enoch would be a simple one to come out real soon, right? Just because it's no head sculpt involved with that there. But if I'm wrong and they do something like, like Hera, like Sabine, which were originally slated for this year, then it's like, okay, all hands on deck. I better get my ducks in a row here because this Ahsoka line is definitely it's not a fad. It's 100% all coming right now. So it's going to be interesting how the next couple of weeks of the rest of the year play out and see what happens with that there. But as far as for Chopper, I mean, dude, Chopper's the man. He is one of the coolest characters in Star Wars there. So, and this is me coming late to the game, being a Rebels fan here. Like, dude, I've been excited about him the most for a while now. So I'm very pleased to see it. And just look at the stuff that you see here. You see some of the pit droids right there. I saw a couple ones with R5 and R2 there. I mean, it's like you build the vision up and where you can put this guy, and it's just going to pop on display. So super excited it's out here. So I just can't wait to get this one. This one I might pick up first, guys. Just kind of for you asking me before about Balin and all those. I think I might pick up Chopper first because one thing I've learned about Star Wars Hot Toys is that droids sell out and they typically do not hit the secondary market as fast as some of the other figures. So
well, that R5 with Pit Droid, man, that sold out real quick too, and that's going for a hefty price for just a droid 2-pack. So you never know. But it is still available on pre-order though. For a sideshow.
Indeed.
Yeah. I was just going to say, I love that pit droid picture, like with the droid on top of Chopper. That's, I think is just so cool. I might actually do that. Like I might actually put my pit droid in with him. But one other figure we forgot. So this is number 6. We forgot about the Mandalorian Super Commando, Mandalorian.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So this is 6 of 15 at this point. So we have 9 left.
Good pace. Any predictions? Who next?
I think you're probably onto something with saying like it's either going to be like Enoch or maybe like Rex, a non-head
something
sculpt.
Easy.
I think Merrick.
Merrick could be coming up.
But I do think the balance of having, mixture of head sculpts with masked figures is going to help them to pace the releases out one after another too. I don't think anything's going to get necessarily like delayed like crazy or anything like that. Maybe not even delayed at all. Like, I do think that they've planned this out pretty well, at least so far. And I could see, like, yeah, now we got Chopper. Maybe now they come out with something else that's a little bit more detailed, and then they go back to Enoch or, something a little bit easier. And then, just kind of a little bit of a back and forth. Who knows? But I think they're playing this one pretty good, and they're getting it out one by one. And
yeah,
I think a lot of people are going to be happy with that.
It'd be nice to get Hera or Shin next. I would say those
Hera
are the
would
two.
be nice.
I feel like
Real
getting
nice.
those. Yeah. So then you at least have a pair that's been released while you're waiting for some of this other stuff to drop.
Yeah. Brick. Where are we at with this?
Yeah, so this is one that I've always said that that I want. So I'm not going to go all in on this line, but I always wanted that Hera and Chopper kind of duo there. So this is one that I'm excited for. I did not pre-order, so I need to figure that out. But yeah, this is one I love Chopper and what I've seen in Rebels, and I thought he was like the best character. I'm with Dila, like best character at least in Rebels. Like he was awesome. So to have him with Chopper, or I'm sorry, have him with Hera, and then I still might get Ahsoka. We'll see. But this one I need to get. But I saw Darth Kibble's comments earlier about, it just kind of sucks because, these figures are coming out around the same time as like some of these artisan figures maybe. And that's where I'm having the issue as well. So, and a lot of those artisan figures I'm choosing over this. So yeah, just it all depends on how that all goes. Luckily, my Scarlet Witch is paid off, but other than that, yeah, we'll see.
So you said you're kind of debating the Ahsoka. Yeah. Are you good with having two Ahsokas, or would you rather have the OG and then maybe get like Sabine or not? Yeah, Sabine or like something like that, or do you have a plan, like you want both Ahsokas, kind of the dark to the light?
Right. That's why I'm kind of debating it, because I already have an Ahsoka. But I guess if I were to get a third figure other than Ahsoka, I would choose more like, I don't know, maybe Sabine. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I remember when the show was on, you were pretty into Baylan and
Baylan.
Shin.
Yeah. But
like,
tandem too. But then you're looking at 5 figures, and then you're like, I can't do that anymore. Like,
then
the hype was real.
DLO or Steve.
Right. And then and remember, like I was sure, some people might be like, oh, he's just saying like these figures coming out, whatever. But this was before all the artisan shit. Like before they started coming out.
I don't think anybody questions.
Not you guys, but like,
I don't think anybody should question like people.
Right. I mean, people change their mind because of
you got to navigate.
Yeah. And I mean, this is before the T800, the T1000, the what else? All the artisan figures, and man, I mean, I got Across the Spider-Verse figures coming out, and just a lot of stuff. I just got Star-Lord and Groot. Yeah, just too much. Venom. I mean,
Yeah, Venom. I mean, DLO said it today too to us. Like, the market's just not what it used to be for figures. For used figures, it's more streamlined now. Like, it's almost better to make sure you want this figure long term and then secure. Like, if you're not sure, it might be a good idea to hold off a little bit, because it's turning out like you're kind of stuck with some of these figures unless you're willing to take a huge loss, which usually doesn't lead to best practices. So I would just urge everybody to think about it too. But like, there's figures I've canceled just because I had them pre-ordered, and then other shit's happening at the same time, or whatever the case may be, and it just, hell, you want to get it all, but you can't. So sometimes you got to pick and choose and be a little disciplined. So I want all these figures, if we're being honest. Like, I want them all, but I can only afford to get maybe a handful so that I can get the other stuff that's coming out, the DC stuff. A little sprinkle of the OT here and there too, as well as, I mean, Marvel I'm pretty safe from, unless Drax was magically announced. But
are you still getting, speaking of Marvel, are you still getting that Wolverine?
I haven't pre-ordered him yet. He's something I want, but that's a good question, because that's one, as much as I want that one could be like a chopping block if timing does not work out and other stuff is coming into the pipeline at the same time. So that's definitely what I want. I remember saying we'll see how the movie goes and then maybe we'll think about Deadpool, but like that's already like a pretty much a no. Like if I get one, it's pretty much just gonna be Wolverine.
Damn.
So that's
Yeah,
what I got
get
to
that
think
though.
about.
I mean, and that's the cool thing about like having so many different figures right now to choose from is everyone's collection is going to be different. You know what I mean? Like when everyone buys the same figure, which, you know, depending on the figure too, everyone's going to get something, but we're going to be able to see that variety again of different figures on shelves.
I just think right now, like the hobby specifically, with how much we're getting at one time, it feels like there's no real urgency, but there is urgency at the same time. I feel like we're playing this giant game of musical chairs, and like we're all like in on something, and then something else comes out, kind of like Brick says, and then that becomes a priority, and then that one goes, and then somebody else is getting a waitlist conversion. So it almost feels like, in a way, we're all semi getting what we want, what we want the most, right? Like it just feels like yeah, it's not in a particularly healthy place right now where just like you can balance and budget, you know, and get your figures there because something else is being thrown at you at that any given time. But I just think at the end of the day, like when the dust settles down the road, I think we're gonna all find ourselves overall in a better position where like now we're making better choices. We're not feeding into FOMO. We're not going into hype. We're really getting the things that we really want in our collections. And I think in a way that's probably the best thing we can do for ourselves right now, because you can't collect it all, but you will always pick the thing you want the most. That is a given for sure. So I don't know. I just think I'm trying to stay a little bit more positive about this here because it is changing. But I think in the long term, it's going to be better for everybody.
Well said. Well said. Yeah, this one, I'm about 80 to 90% sure this one's coming home. I think this will be pretty easy to get. So like if Brick, you're in on this too, like easy pre-order tomorrow morning or whatever, or maybe just your local comic book store. I'm sure Hawk's going to get this. I haven't decided where I'm going to buy it from. Like I could see myself getting this from Toys Buying Agent if it's in line with like what Sideshow's offering, just to secure it and get it home. But if it's more than Sideshow, I might as well just pre-order from Sideshow. But I've also got some Sideshow moolah, but I got to spend it on this guy and pre-order that figure. So we got a couple people popping in here. We got Blue Tattoo. Oh, my computer's freezing up a little bit. Here we go. We got Quan Harper joining us as well. What's going on? And of course, Riley Reviews just got here. Costumes are freaking dope. LOL. Thanks, Riley. Hope you're doing well. Got to have you back on the show as well. Fun stuff always happens when Riley's joining us live on the show. So got to make that happen. How You Figure says you can see Stephen Graham's faces that the realization they won't be able to get the face paint off is setting in. It was all fun and games for the first hour, but now it's getting real. So I wore this on Friday night for our trunk or treat, and spoiler, I did win costume of the night. So that was awesome.
Spoiler.
But for the next 2 days, though, yes, it did look like I was wearing eyeliner. So tomorrow at work will be pretty interesting, I'm sure. Yeah, it's gonna be fun to scrub the paint off, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Let's see here. Cool. So Chopper. This one, I mean, we're all at least entertaining, so that's fun. But yeah, he looks good. Turned out great. I still want that R5, but man, that thing ain't cheap.
Oh, so that set is so good.
Yeah, it is.
That's so expensive.
I'm glad DLO got it and then pushed me over the edge on that one.
Where do you guys have your R5s in the
DLO
collection?
have it.
Is it with OT or is it with like Mando line?
I have mine with
OT.
Sorry. Yeah,
OT,
mine,
baby.
Yeah, mine's right next to it's right in front of the Sand Trooper, right next to the Jawa and Gonk.
Okay.
Yeah, Jawa and Gonk, yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, the three figures in there, like they're all split up in my display. So I got the Pitroy with the new trilogy, the prequel trilogy, excuse me. And R5s with Luke in the OT. And then what do I have? I have the little guy with I think I actually have them with Ahsoka right now. I don't know why. Just hoping out for her. We get that Jedi one. What's his face?
Cal Kestis.
Cal Kestis. Thank you. Sorry.
Cal Kestis.
But that's the beauty with collecting Star Wars too. Like we can intermingle, some lines to like OT between Mando, between Rogue One. Like there's some nice things that you can do, and you can kind of put it where it fits. So that is one thing that I do like about collecting Star Wars. We got Collector Joey joining us tonight. I walked into excellence with this panel. What's going on, my guy? Hope you're doing well. Happy Halloween to you. Steve's not painting the back of his neck blue is wild. That was a jump scare when he turned around to look at the display. Imposter Thrawn. What if we had Justin on the show tonight? What do you guys think he would dress up as?
Catwoman.
Oh, God.
Let it out, Sneaker. Let out the aggression.
I don't know.
What do you think it would be?
I don't know. I'd have to let out the aggression. I don't know. I have to
Indiana
think.
Jones.
The Wizard of Oz lion. That'd be a good one. He could pull that off. Cowardly Lion.
That'd be a good one. Doesn't have to do much for that costume.
And there it is. There it is. What do you think, DLO? What would Justin be?
That's all I got.
Where would I go from that comment? Jeez, I don't know.
It's not a bad thing.
He'd be
Not a bad
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca. Either way, you're some sort of animal in all of these theories. You're an animal.
I know he likes Indiana Jones too, so I could see that dressing
He
up.
likes Fantastic Beasts, so he'd probably be one of those types of figures.
Or Beast from X-Men. He'd be all blue too. That'd be a good one.
Yeah. That would be.
That would be funny to see him pull that one off. Oh man, too much fun. Oh, look at this little droid duel. That's fun. Yeah, he looks good. They look good all together.
That's fun.
That's fun. All right. Yeah, this is going to be a good one to add in. This was definitely one that was on my radar, but I think I'm on board tonight, guys, and it's not the alcohol talking. So,
it's just like I said, I feel like if you're getting Hera, like if you're going to get Hera, I feel like you got to get Chopper.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's not overly expensive, so that's nice. All right. Collector Joey has been a channel member for 9 months.
God.
Steve's hands are not blue.
Jesus.
Fraud. Brick said Catwoman so fast. All right. Let's see what else we got here.
That would be hilarious.
All right. So before we get to our final figure that we're going to talk about, what Halloween season figure would you guys love to see in 1/6 that we haven't gotten yet? I know. So none of these questions were given to these guys beforehand. This is all spur of the moment, making them think on their toes. These are usually the questions that Brick asks, and it's usually on the fly. And I'm like, I don't know. So now I'm kind of returning the favor a little bit here, Brick.
Yeah, that's what you get, Steve. You deserved it. Apparently, me too.
Give me the Sanderson sisters.
Dude, that'd be pretty cool. Dope. That'd be pretty cool.
Yep. Get the pot in front of them with a book.
I know my kids would love that.
Yeah. Get the book and then maybe the cat as an accessory. That'd be cool.
And you're branded as Disney? I bet that shit would sell.
Yeah.
Disney character, Yeah, I'm trying to think what else here. We talked about movies that are staples in the collection. Honestly, Sneaker, a Hubie Halloween would be so freaking funny. Wearing the helmet. He's got his thermos as the accessory. That would be pretty cool. And it's Adam Sandler. Who wouldn't want a 1/6 Adam Sandler likeness in the display? That's what I wish we'd actually get more of his comedy, from movies and whatnot.
Yeah, definitely.
But, I could honestly see a whole comedy display here, like Dumb and Dumber, Ace Ventura,
Tommy Boy,
yeah,
Chris Farley, David Spade next to each other. That would just be
Wayne's World,
hilarious.
Yeah,
Zoolander, yes, having him do the look, with
Blue Steel.
Oh yes, that'd be cool.
Help us out in the chat. What Halloween figure would you like to see that really hasn't been done in 1/6? I know Sideshow does a lot of these scary ones, but
is there a Jigsaw?
I don't think so.
I've seen a Jigsaw. I don't know if it's
Okay.
custom or third party, but yeah, I've seen one.
I'm sure
Gremlins?
like these have been
Gremlins
done
would
or
be cool.
somebody's done, but like DLO, when you brought up like Nightmare Before Christmas, those would be cool figures to have 1/6 for sure.
One
For
six
sure.
Oh,
Chucky.
100%. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
cool.
getting a couple of those.
Sideshow even has a 1/6 Sam
1/6
trick or
Chucky.
treat. Crypt Keeper, that'd be cool.
Oh yeah, that would be.
Oh, Wednesday Addams from Netflix.
Yeah, I was a big fan growing up of the Critters. I don't know if you guys ever
Ooh,
saw
that was good.
Critters. It was
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like Gremlins, but a little bit more graphic. Yeah.
Yeah.
So give me a Critter. That was
Killer
Leonardo
Clown from Outer
DiCaprio's one of his
Space.
first movies. But
That'd be cool.
Not as a figure, just Sarah Sanderson in general. Amen, brother.
You know what I would
Marilyn
actually like
Manson.
though? This is a throwback. Selma Hayek in Dust Till Dawn.
Ooh, anything Selma
that
Hayek
would
would
be
be great.
good. Anything
Yeah.
Dust Till Dawn.
Anything Selma Hayek.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Little Desperado in there.
Man.
Ooh.
Yeah, Halloween. I mean, Sideshow again.
A
Sideshow does a
leprechaun?
lot of that, but oh god, that would be too creepy. Yeah, I'm trying to think, but yeah, honestly, that Hubie Halloween, that would be cool for me. That'd be funny.
You just
'Cause
need an old person. Graham.
I'm not a big like, I'm not big into like scares. I would say Beetlejuice, but now we're getting them. So, but I'm not big into like scares, but I do like Halloween style movies. So, yeah, just Selma in general. Man, yeah, Tristan, I've just learned a lot about you. Conjuring Universe, The Nun, Annabelle, etc. You know what you're into. A lot of scary shit.
That's legit.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Well, never mind. It's not really Halloween related.
Would you guys consider Edward Scissorhands like a Halloween movie, or is that kind of even Christmassy?
I think that's more Christmas for some reason, but
yeah, it's just
Sweeney
it's got
Todd.
undertones.
That's
It's not a scary
Halloween-ish,
movie.
You know.
Ooh, how about the killer from I Know What You Did Last Summer? The fisherman with the
That'd
hook.
be cool. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. Yeah,
Be really cool.
Candyman,
Definitely Candyman.
Yep.
the big
Steve,
hook.
anything else, man? Throw
Bloody
some more
hook.
out, bro. Show them the
Ah,
party.
I'm trying to think. A lot of
Your
them, a lot of
Jaws.
them, like have
I
been
feel like
kind of.
the paint is
a lot-
itching them right now.
A lot of the big hitters have been like a lot of the big names have been done by some company. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
Michael
Sideshow's
Myers,
done a lot.
Ghostface, Freddy, like all of those ones. Yeah, like they've already like the main ones have been. Hey, give me Casper. Give me Casper, the friendly ghost.
There you go.
That's what I want.
Sure.
A nice
cool.
acrylic dynamic
classic from being a kid.
stand.
Make it hologram like the Darth Maul. I'll
All right,
buy
Would
that.
you guys want the Jaws figures, like the characters from Jaws?
I'm not big into Jaws.
Or do you think there would be people out there that would want that?
Oh yeah, I think so.
But you know,
But-
that's
Also
like
scary-
more
scary
statue
movie.
though. Like you remember we went to Comic-Con, Iron
Yeah,
Studios had
yeah,
one. That was
statue.
dope.
That
With
was
the-
sick.
You
That
almost
was
because
cool.
you almost need Jaws, but like, could you do a diorama
Yeah, that
piece
was
with
cool.
Jaws' head
Mm,
coming up out of the water?
right.
Maybe.
mm.
Wolfman.
What about a pinhead? That'd be cool.
And that would be cool. Yeah, from Hellraiser.
Yeah, yeah.
It's cool.
Okay, so instead of something that hasn't been done, maybe if it's been done, what's something that maybe you missed out on that you wished you could have in the collection that would be like your Halloween staple?
A definitive.
Yeah, Sideshow could have
Origi-
done it already. Or
I
Hot
just want
Toys.
like a definitive original Michael Myers. That'd be like the number
Yeah.
one 6-scale figure I'd want, Halloween themed.
That's the one I want too, with the
Yeah.
like the deluxe or whatever that comes with a ghost sheet.
Would you
all
take that
that,
over Scream Face? Or
Oh yeah, Michael
Scream
Myers
from-
over Ghostface.
Ghostface. If
Ghostface,
I could
that's it.
only have one, yeah. But I want that Ghostface.
Yeah, I know that's been on your radar.
Yeah.
Well, you DLO.
I'm gonna go with something I haven't said yet here, but since you brought up that question, I want the best possible Ash from Evil Dead.
Ooh, yes, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I want the
that'd be
best
really
possible
good.
one they can make of that.
That'd be cool too. Honestly, for me, it'd be Beetlejuice, and we're getting that, so I'm pretty pumped. Honestly though, like a classic Frankenstein would be really cool. Or like yeah, even just like a Dracula, like the classic.
Those classic plastic figures are looking really good.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued by what they're doing because that Frankenstein they're doing looks actually really sick. So, Yeah, they're gonna be dabbling into some cool horror figures.
Dude, I would take a Toxic Avenger too. That'd be cool.
That's a good one. That's good. Honestly, like I want them to like make all the Lost Boys. Like
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
yeah.
Did they
So
did they talk
David,
about
like-
that at all? Were there any ones that they had like in the that they showed? I forget.
Well, I mean, they made Sideshow made David.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is that the only one?
David looked
Is that
good.
the only one they did?
That's the only one they've done. I want Michael and the rest of the crew, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you figure? Channel member for 9 months. Scream face. It's gonna stick. Scream face. So here is the. This is it, right? Yeah, caustic plastic.
Yep.
This, yeah. See, this is cool too. Just classic Frankenstein would be pretty awesome.
That is cool.
Wow.
The
Yeah, that looks really good.
diorama-
This is
the
actually the first
diorama
time I'm
looks
seeing
so
this.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really well done, man. They're doing some really cool stuff. They also did like Caustic Plastic also did like the Rocky figures, like that Lone Shark one
Okay.
that just got released. Like they're doing
They-
just like a lot of cool
Does
stuff. right
Sideshow
now.
carry them, or where is this going to be sold?
I don't know. That's a good question. Is like, yeah, I don't know where. I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty creepy. But then again, the one thing I would say though for me is I could see like this only being like super cool during like the Halloween season, you know, and then kind of being like is this something I'd want to display year round? I don't know. Like,
feel like
am
you
I
need-
that much in love with it? Probably not. But it does
feel
look
like you need,
freaking
like,
cool.
Dedicated horror section would be like
Right.
the
Yeah.
thing, you know, to have it year round. But this is, man, it's really cool.
Yeah, he doesn't need
Yeah,
to
it
come
looks
with
great.
much.
It
Got a
really
lot of
does.
great hand
This is just like
gestures.
classic,
Oh yeah.
you know, like such classic horror. It's just like really, really cool stuff that they're doing.
You guys ever see the Abbott and Costello movies? I know we're all pretty young, but they did like Meet Frankenstein, and
Oh, yeah.
they're
That's a good movie.
comedians, and yeah,
I
I
love that movie.
even like honestly an Abbott and Costello characters, and then like if you had Frankenstein behind him or something, would be really cool. Dracula. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. All right.
Yeah, this diorama is cool.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Yeah,
You're
it's
good.
cool.
Yeah, that thing.
Are they
looks-
selling like two versions, two SKUs? You know, one
I
with,
don't-
one without.
I would guess they're going to, but I don't know.
That doesn't say. Doesn't say. All right. Well,
Yeah, they're
speaking of
doing a lot of cool
monsters, we got this guy that finally released, and it's Darth Sidious from Clone Wars. And believe it or not, we're up to three figures now of Sidious, basically. So we have the Emperor for Return of the Jedi. We got Sidious here from Clone Wars, and then Palpatine from that one's Revenge of the Sith.
Yes.
That other one that's on pre-order.
Yep.
Okay.
Correct.
Where are we at with this one? I know Sneaker's probably getting this.
Not for a
but-
while.
So, I mean, the head sculpt looks great. And it turned out awesome. I
Does.
just, like me personally, I don't see a need for this just because I have, in my eyes, the iconic Return of the Jedi Emperor. And I think it's like for Star Wars, I don't have a lot of prequel stuff unless it's Rogue One or Bad Batch. So I just don't know if that's a line I need to get into. So I don't know if I can really dabble in this because I don't have anything else. But curious to see where you other guys are at with this. How about you, Brick?
Yeah, I mean, dope looking figure. I mean, he looks awesome. But for me, as I've said in the past, like for Star Wars, I'm only getting like the big ones, right? I got my Luke, I've got my Vader, I got my Maul, I got an Ahsoka. You know, I want a Chewie, I want a Han Solo. There's a couple other figures that I want as well. I do want Darth Sidious, but I don't know if I want this version. You know what I mean? Like, I think I want that original trilogy kind of style. But yeah, I mean, he looks sick. I'm excited that he's out. I mean, we're getting for those Star Wars fans, getting some love, man. Ahsoka, prequels, just a bunch of good stuff coming out. So, man.
DLO, I know you said you're a fan of Rebels, but I also know that you've kind of had a hard time watching Clone Wars. Is this something that you're still picking up?
This one was never actually on my radar, if I'm being honest. Just because this is very much more Clone Wars centric. And actually, this is actually just another way to sell more Clone Wars Darth Maul, because there's plenty that can't get rid of those things between Savage last week and now this one being announced here. I mean, if you don't get a Clone Wars Darth Maul, what are you doing? But head sculpt wise, it's really enticing to get this figure just because of how good that looks. But kind of to your point there, Graham, and kind of to Brick's point as well too, like the original trilogy is my Emperor as far as what I prefer to have. And I have it already.
Come on.
Yeah, and I do have him already. I've had him forever now. But, you know, at the time when this was announced, I was kind of 50-50 on it, just because I was like, man, I was really wishing they would make a Revenge of the Sith Emperor. And sure enough, they made Palpatine for that movie. So I was just like, great. That's the one I want. So I'm going to go with that one instead. I feel like I'm being safe now when I say I'm not going to get it, but I wouldn't be surprised if I see it and I just scoop it up one day, you know, just because it looks so good, and it would easily be a
cool
great placeholder. Yeah, it would be a great placeholder to have it in my prequel shelf as well too. But I'm going to say no for now, but I wouldn't be surprised if I change my mind later, truth be told.
Sneaker, hood up or hood down?
I would probably like this head sculpt is actually really good, but I feel like this figure looks the best when the hood is up and like he's holding the two lightsabers. Like when I think of this version of Palpatine, that's the part of Clone Wars that I end up thinking about. Is when they like Savage and Maul fight him, which is just like an awesome scene. I had mentioned like before, like I don't think I'm gonna get this unless they end up coming out with Savage. So now that's happened, like there's a better chance. I mean, Savage was like I don't know. I did not think that was gonna happen, at least this soon. Like I thought maybe it would be a long time, but yeah, this looks really cool, man. I actually really, it's tough because like Dilo said, like, you know, like you were mentioning too, Graham, but like Return of the Jedi and Revenge of the Sith are going to be the ones that people gravitate more towards. This is like third place right now for the ones that you're going to be able to get. That's just the fact of the matter for it. With that
I could
being
see
said,
a lot of people though getting one of those other ones and then this instead, you know, just to have that contrast.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
But, and it could be kind of like, you know, you could have him as Palpatine as well, but
yep.
But I get it what you're saying. He does look pretty cool with the hood on.
Yeah, and like again, like if you're not a Clone Wars fan, you're probably not going to care too much about this look. But for me in that scene, like there's going to be something you can do really cool with like this figure displayed with Savage and Clone Wars Maul. Like you could create some type of cool area of your collection with all three of them in there. As a standalone, unless you like really love Palpatine, I don't necessarily know that I would need to get this figure. But I'm kind of with like Dilo, like it's more enticing when you add in like the other elements and what else you could pose with this figure, where you could put it. So I'm not gonna get this right now. I'm gonna wait and see what happens later on. Get Savage first, get a Clone Wars Maul at some point for who knows what the price of him is gonna go down to, because it's so low. Yeah, I'll wait and see. This is going to be like a wait and see, and probably something I'll just keep an eye on as it gets closer to Savage coming out, and then I'll track down a Maul at some point, which like I said shouldn't be too difficult. So gonna keep an eye. It looks great though. I also like these circular bases. I hope they actually kind of continue with these. I think that these actually look really good. Yeah,
it
really
does.
cool.
It does somewhat limit, you know, the space to do like dynamic poses, but I think at the same time it just looks, it looks more high end, premium.
Yeah, you could like also like
Goated.
like I imagine like him standing in the background, like elevated a little bit like this, and having like Savage and Maul in front of him, Like there's just a few different cool things that I have in mind when it comes to like posing all three. But yeah, it looks great. The hood up, I just think looks like they captured it really well with the hood up too.
The one
what
thing
really
though,
makes this one hard to kind of justify though too is just that when they announced the Revenge of the Sith, Emperor here, essentially it's the same robes as this one as well too. So you're really just playing with the battle damage sculpt compared to the normal sculpt before he got hurt. And that's Hot Toys' fault. Like they made the two very similar, and naturally this one is going to be the lesser of the three because of that. And it's not the figure's fault because it's accurate to the scene. I think this is just again kind of going back to that Revenge of the Sith one. I think what Hot Toys should have did to give collectors a reason to get this one here is they should have went with the red robes from Revenge of the Sith when he was addressing the council at that time, just to give it a little bit more difference here, because essentially there's two of the same figure and one is going to naturally be more popular than the other just because it's more well known than the one we're looking at right now. So like I feel like if they just didn't double dip on it in a weird kind of way where they shot themselves in the foot, if they gave us a slightly different version of Revenge of the Sith one, this one would be something a lot more collectors would probably go out of their way to pick up. Just my 2 cents on that.
Yeah, X-Man says too, Revenge of the Sith Palps is a chunk too, though. This guy's lean and mean. Yeah, I did notice that about that one too. And it's probably because this is animated. That was filmed, obviously, in his later days where he might have been a little bit beefier as a guy. But I still think this looks really good. And I wouldn't mind having it, but I just don't really have a spot for it. The other thing that going back to the base, though, I love these circular bases. They are a little high though. And then when you compare put them next to the rectangular bases, sometimes they are perched up just a little bit too much. Like I had that problem with my Return of the Jedi Vader because he's already a bigger figure and he just looked almost too propped up. So I could see people like not liking this, but I think they're very stylish and whatnot too. So, but yeah, the head sculpt is spot on. I mean, again, like they're knocking it out of the park. This is a cool looking figure. It's too much of a rabbit hole for me if I start here. Would look cool with some CCFLs, huh?
I think they should go back and reuse this and make a proper Senator Palpatine.
That'd be cool.
I feel like they're probably going to at some point.
Why
that
not?
Head sculpt is going to get used again. I guarantee it. I guarantee it will be.
Yeah, it's cool.
Limited 2,500 run. Cool. Book it. You heard it here first.
Book it. Brick, any final thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean,
a tease.
It's a tease. I mean, yeah, it's big. Like I said, you got Savage Press. I mean, what's coming next? They're going hard in this Clone Wars stuff. But yeah, man, I want the OG Palpatine. So that's my thoughts right there. It looks cool, but long story short, it's not the one I want.
How would you guys feel if they did 2.0 Return of the Jedi Sidious?
It's just I don't really feel like that figure needs it. Like if you have it, it holds up. Yeah, it holds up fine.
Looks great.
Yeah.
DLO, yay or nay?
It's gonna happen. So why are we talking about it?
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Yeah, that is one that's
100% gonna happen.
The only thing they'll change is the throne will be USB
LED. Yeah, USB.
Plug in by your own cable. Yeah, I mean, this is obviously on purpose too. Hey, you can put your Clone Wars mall, with them too. Get your mall, guys. Come on. So looks good though. How you figure is a little upset that we didn't spend enough time on Frankenstein. So I don't know if there's anything else we can say about the 4 pictures that we were teased with.
I will say that I am excited for what Caustic is doing here. I mean, we have the Crow, we have Pan's Labyrinth, that was teased, and what was the third one?
Conan.
Yeah, Conan. So which
is gonna be sick.
Yeah, I mean
that's really cool.
That's like medical grade silicone. Like that's gonna be ridiculous. And now we have this Frankenstein. I'm wondering if they're gonna do, what other big movies they're gonna do, or if they're ever gonna do any other horror movies like, Nosferatu or something like that. So this is pretty cool. I like them. But yeah, I want more pictures to be able to like really talk thoroughly about them and all that.
I'm looking forward to
great.
the Pro, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not very familiar with this company. I haven't heard about them other than like a few days ago. Am I under a rock, or what's up with this company?
Same. Honestly, I got wind of them because of Anthony at Six Scale Mafia when he did an interview with the guy. So that's when that kind of got on my radar, and I seen some of these photos like the Frankenstein one here, and I saw the announcement of what they're going to be doing. So I mean, this is new territory for me as well too. I like that we're getting different licenses, but I'll be honest with you, I'm more interested in the other ones like the Crow and Conan.
Yeah.
Compared to this one, if I'm being honest. Frankenstein's great, it's a classic, but this is based off the 1940s version, 1950s version. So I mean, like my parents weren't even born, so I don't really have that much of a connection to it. So it looks
how big is this figure?
Like I know people will be excited about it, but I mean, other than it being really good, I don't know what else we can say about it.
They're going to be licensed. Obviously, this is not final, pending license approval. Working with Universal here, but I don't know anything about where to buy it, what the turnaround time is, what the final will look like compared to the proto. Like all I can say is the proto looks great, but to me, I just it's hard to have too much to say when I know nothing about it other than it looks good, and I'd like to see some pictures of the Crow, because can you imagine like if they're doing this diorama for Frankenstein, like what's the Crow one going to look like? That could be pretty cool too. What else was on that list? So we got Frankenstein, the Crow,
Conan.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I think their plan is to do they're gonna do a lot of Universal monsters. I think that's their plan. A lot of Universal monsters with stuff. Calvin,
do the whole line. If you're gonna do Frankenstein, like I said, let's do werewolf.
The Rocky figures that they're involved with doing are really, really good. Like those figures are really cool. I'm intrigued. Like I actually might get the Underdog figure that they're doing with the gray sweatpants outfit, like the gray sweats outfit. I love that Rocky. That's supposed to come out early next year. That one I might actually get. And it's legitimate. Like they got Converse to license the shoes and stuff like that too for the figure. Like they're doing some really cool stuff right now figure wise. They're kind of going into a spot too that really hasn't been some figures that really haven't been explored. Also, it's really cool for them to just all of a sudden they're saying we're jumping into the luxury figure space, and then to get those are three, I would say pretty big licenses to get that no other company really is doing right now. So I just feel like that's a good sign. Hopefully we get some cool stuff from them. The Crow, I feel is gonna they're gonna do a good job with that figure based on some of the other stuff they've done.
Man, what a time to be collecting. I remember us sitting here last year for Halloween and just kind of always talking about the big 3 IPs and Pennywise a few years ago, and we get one a year, John Wick, and we're getting all of these other companies, whether it be Sideshow or Caustic Plastic or Mars Toys or whatever the case may be, and we're getting other stuff, which is just so refreshing, and it's just nice to have that choice. I'm just kind of happy to have these options. A Crow figure is one of my favorite movies, and honestly, if we're talking Halloween, how do you not watch the Crow around Halloween as well? So one of my all-time favorites, Brandon Lee, R.I.P., did an amazing job. What was that? Your shit's falling over.
I have no idea what just fell.
It looked like a pole. Oh, he's gone.
Oh shit.
Anyways, but yeah, it's just nice and it's refreshing to have these options because, like you said too, Brick. We all want to have displays and collections that represent us, and while a lot of it's the same as other people, but it's nice to have our own collection and whatnot to represent who we are and where we've come from. So, yeah, this might not be something I get, but I love it that they're coming out with it and that they're doing the figure justice as well. All right. Any other thoughts on this? Excited to see Crow. We'll spend more time on that when it comes. You know, Art Figures did a really nice job with Edward Scissorhands, but like even if we could get something licensed for that too, like die-cast scissors, man, that'd be really cool. Yeah. Let me just go back up here. I want to give a shout out to a few people. We got Reverse Zero in the house. What's going on, dude? Hope you're having a good Halloween Eve. Holy shit. Good job on the costumes, y'all. We got the new Appellees. Let's see. We got P-Rock. Finally, a full panel dressed up for Halloween. Sucks being the only person in costume these past 2 weeks on streams. Bravo, fellas. Good to see you, my friend. Would love to get you on the show, one of these weeks as well. So just maybe I'll hit you up one of these weeks. Maybe when we get closer to Christmas, I could see P-Rock going all in on some Christmas pajamas as well. So we got Big Rib joining us tonight. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. And of course, Calvin Low-Key Collector is here as well. A good dude in the community. We got Kevin. Costumes look awesome, guys. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to you too. And of course, we got some 2 cents from How You Figure. Thank y'all for taking the time to chat about. I'm just hyped and want these to do well so we get more of this type of stuff. No, I completely agree, 100%. And it's not just some cheap, like third-party figure. It looks really, really good. So I think that's obviously going to help too. And like kind of like Jazz Inc. is doing too. Like you take the pre-order and you almost just make whatever's pre-ordered and then maybe like a little bit extra, so you don't have to worry about stuff sitting on shelves or not selling. Like take a pre-order from this time to this time. And I don't know if they're doing that or not, but I'm just saying like for some of these like independent IPs, maybe that makes more sense. You got to pre-order it if you want it. You guys agree with that? Disagree? Don't care? What's up?
No, I agree, man. I think you nailed it.
Thank you. Thank you, DLO.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Okay. Yeah. That's the other question, though.
It's going to be pricey.
What's the price going to be? So that's the other thing that comes into play. And for me, not like we've talked about with Jazz Inc. Like I know they're, I know them from their vehicles in the past, but this is their first Catwoman figure, which I did pre-order, by the way. But I don't know anything about them. So like, even the Crow, am I going to just jump into it? I don't know. I gotta feel warm and fuzzy before I do that. So we'll see. All right. Let's, what do we got here? Thrawn, what'd you share with me? What is this? What's this link, Thrawn? What'd you share with me?
Oh, nothing. I was just sending the Rocky.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Which is awesome.
Awesome.
Awesome. I do want it.
All right. I want to do one more question before we kind of wrap up tonight. So figures in your collection. I want you to talk about your favorite figure and compare it to your favorite candy. And then maybe your least favorite figure, one that you're not like over the moon about, and what kind of candy would that be as well. So take a minute to think about it. I'll try to buy you guys some time and see what people are saying in the chat. X-Man says, come on, y'all. We got a lot of ifs about Jazz Inc. Let's keep the same energy with the other guy you don't know about. Hey, like I said, I pre-ordered Catwoman. I'm excited for it. And I think I'm the only one on the panel that did. So.
Oh, I still need. I gotta remember to do that. Forgot about that. When does that end again? Mid-November?
Yeah, November 17th.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Good
to know.
You guys got anything, D-Lo?
Man,
do we all want to go with your favorite, or each one of you do your favorite and least favorite, and then we'll keep moving?
So run this back here. I'm going to pull a Steve here because so favorite candy also means your favorite figure.
So yeah, what's your favorite? Like one of your favorite figures in the collection, and if you could make it into like what candy would it be? Also like it because it is your favorite, and then obviously, maybe one of your favorite figures that maybe has soured over time. Like so, like compare that to a candy that you don't really like.
Okay. I got you.
And if you guys in the chat want to do it too, like name your favorite figure and compare that to your favorite candy. We kind of did something like this last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
I think I recall
But
something
yeah.
like this. Yeah.
We did. Yep. Very similar.
Okay.
But not the same.
Very similar, not the same.
So, favorite figure, man, of all my figures? Jeez, that's definitely sounds like a question you
a
prepped for.
favorite. Just pick a favorite, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. All right. Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. I got it. One of my favorites, not my all-time favorite, but one of my favorites is my Snow Trooper 2-pack. That's one of my favorites. And it reminds me of my favorite candy, which is actually Reese's Piece Buttercup. And they come in tubes. So there you go.
There you go. I like that.
There you
That's
go.
good.
So that comes in
That's
tubes.
good.
Least favorite has got to be, it's a tie, but I will say just one name. Captain Marvel from Endgame. Yes. So she's like a Sour Patch. Sour first and sweet.
Mhm.
Then you have another one to sour all over again. So yeah, I'd say least favorite, something sour. And it'd be Captain Marvel.
Damn, you don't like
I like
Sour
that.
Patch Kids? Freaking love Sour Patch Kids, man.
Not a fan.
So
Used to
good.
be a fan of sour candy. I don't like sour candy anymore.
Dang.
See, and Leo says favorite is Inner Gandalf and compares that to Sour Patch Kids. So there you go. Just
See, everybody's got different taste buds.
everybody's different, man. Looks like your Yankees are getting close to forcing a game 6.
No, more like forcing a ticket to Tahiti for vacation because that's what they're about to be on.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So the Dodgers are 3 outs
Yeah.
away. Gotcha.
Bottom night, baby. Miracle. Let's go.
Sorry to hear that. Reverse Zio says Armored Batman BVS, definitely a Snickers. Least favorite, Andrew Spidey. Tootsie Roll. Dude, a lot of people hate on Tootsie Rolls, and I don't blame you. Here's a quick question. Tootsie Rolls or candy corn?
Candy corn.
I agree.
Tootsie Rolls.
Brick?
Tootsie Rolls, if I got to choose one.
Okay, wow, split. Pretty split. All right, Brick, you got yours?
Yeah, I guess
Or
I'll
you
go
want
with
Here, you go.
I'll go with RoboCop. I'm gonna go with RoboCop. My RoboCop 3 figure. I'm gonna.
And he's a York part, because it's a shiny wrapper.
Well, that's a good one, but I'm gonna go with peanut M&Ms. Because
Okay.
when I go in and I grab a handful of peanut M&Ms, I got to get another handful, and I just can't get enough of RoboCop. Every time I look at them, every time I hold them, just can't get enough. So that kind of reminds me of peanut M&Ms there. And for my least favorite,
White Widow.
I'm gonna go with, of course, my snowsuit Black Widow, and I'm gonna compare her to Red Vines because she's not quite good enough to be, a Twizzler, and she kind of just falls flat with flavor and everything else. So, yeah, not a fan.
All right.
Sorry
I
to those who like
too.
Red Vines.
Those are
I
good.
hate Twizzlers and Red Vines. Twizzlers
That
are
brings us
not
to
good.
Thrawn.
Twizzlers are not good to me. I remember last year. Remember we were talking about this. I couldn't remember the figure that I said, but I said Obi-Wan Kenobi: A New Hope last year.
Yeah.
It's like a Snickers bar because it matches his outfit, and I love Snickers. One of my favorite candy bar. But I would say one of my favorites, Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, is like trolley sour gummy worms. The best candy probably that there is on this planet. So good. And that figure is just amazing figure. One of my favorites. One that I waited for a very long time. Honestly, a personal. Good. What's that?
It looked good.
Thank you. I'll say thank you for the figure.
You're welcome.
But yeah, man,
Wait,
that
did you
figure's
say
awesome, man.
you look good or?
No, I said it looked good. The figure.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
and
you
I'm thanking
randomly
him.
just said
I'm
you look
thanking him
good.
on behalf of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Thank you.
But yeah, that figure, least favorite, definitely Toby from Toby Spider-Man from No Way Home that I'm selling. And I will call that a York peppermint patty, one of the worst candies
it.
you can buy.
That's a bad one. Yeah.
That is Toby. That one, that's that figure. Unfortunately for me, that figure just it makes me sad.
York,
makes me sad,
New
man.
York, huh? That's good.
It makes me sad. Yeah, yeah. It makes me very sad that figure turned out the way that it did, and just a York peppermint patty of a figure right there. That's what I got.
All right. I'm going to go with one of my favorites is the Mime Joker. And it reminds me of a Hershey's bar. You know, maybe not overly flashy, doesn't have a whole lot of pizzazz to it, but it's rich in chocolate and goodness, and it's just awesome. That Mime Joker is very underrated, and I think Hershey's bars are too. Is just milk chocolate, nothing like it. As it goes for least favorite in the collection, oh, I hate to do it, but I think it's going to be the Armorer. And I would compare her to not just like Tootsie Rolls, but there's the other candies that are like Tootsie Rolls, but they're not chocolate. They come in like blue or orange.
The fruity ones? You don't like those?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm gonna say because they're
Those are
just
so good.
they're boring. You know, I don't really look forward to posing her. You know, there's not much I can do with her. There's not much you can do with that little piece of candy that just kind of just pop in your mouth and eat, and then it's like, well, what the hell was this all for? So, like, it's kind of the same thing with that. So, like, the armor is just very underwhelming.
This figure's going up for sale this week.
No, because nobody wants to pay anything for her, so she's not going up for sale. But yeah, that's what I would do.
Just pop it in your mouth and eat it.
There.
D-Dot doesn't agree with me. Sorry.
I like fruity Tootsie Rolls too. Those are good. You guys don't like Tootsie Rolls, like the chocolate ones?
I love Tootsie Rolls.
I mean, they're okay, but it's like work to eat them. They just get stuck in your teeth, and it's like
Tootsie Rolls has got to be the worst candy of all time.
It's like
Really?
working hard to
Wow.
chew.
Oh yeah,
You don't like the taste?
Tootsie Rolls? No, dude. Plus, like as a kid, when you're trick or treating, and like you get a handful of that, and you're like, you don't want to be ungrateful, but at the same time, like, well, that's going right in the trash.
Oh man, How You Figure says I know it's not going to happen, but I really want a Xenomorph announcement tonight. Yeah, well, I don't know. You got your special announcement last night, so I don't know if that's going to happen tonight. But
I feel like Artisan Joker's got to happen.
come on, man. Yeah,
I
let's
feel like that's a potential for a Halloween release.
make it happen. Do you think tonight or tomorrow night? Like going into Halloween or exiting?
Probably, like I
Halloween?
feel like it would probably happen tonight because that's like tomorrow there, right?
Yeah.
Like overseas. So I feel like, that could happen.
I could see a Xenomorph being their Halloween figure too.
Yeah,
If they
that's true.
even care, you know.
Or even Jar Jar, because he's really scary as a character.
Excuse me. Mrs. Star Shopping.
Oh man, good
Almost
stuff.
there.
Good convos tonight. Good figures to talk about. Good Halloween candies and movies and all that good stuff. So my face is starting to get itchy. My forehead is starting to
Ooh,
sweat.
dots are gross.
Dots,
Sorry.
those are.
Yeah,
I'm looking up
dots
some
suck.
candies. Ugh,
Yeah, dots are
it's
gross.
like medicine.
Dodgers
I
won.
was like, dude, what the
Dodgers won. Oh.
Yep, the Dodgers.
But
won.
really quickly before we get out of here, thank you guys for taking part in Halloween with me and dressing up. This was a lot of fun, and wouldn't want to do it with any other 1/6 collectors out there. So happy to be on the show with you guys. Sneaker, I want to start with you. What you got going on in your channel? What's new? And what can the fans expect?
Oh,
Nothing.
Still working on my collection, unfortunately. The tour will be out in late 2025. Basically, my tour is like I'm considering just doing a batch system I might just do one cube at a time collection tour. The last batch will be the whole product. That's what I'm looking at right now. I'm basically my own company now for collection tour. So, but no, it'll happen at some point. You can go check out my vlog from New York Comic Con if you haven't. That's kind of something new on my channel. I did a live stream from there as well. But otherwise, you can catch me on my live show on Sunday at 8 p.m. Central. Hopefully Justin will be on this week. I know
with or without, how you figure.
Hopefully he'll be on, because I do want to rank. Like I said, the plan was to rank the Ahsoka line, but he, for personal reasons, couldn't be on Sunday. So, I do want to rank the Ahsoka line on the show on Sunday. Also, if you're interested, you guys can join my Facebook group. And I post like polls up and stuff on that I use on my show. And I kind of hang out in there, and I'm in the chat. So if you guys want to ever hang out and talk to me about any collecting type stuff, join the group. Otherwise, yeah, my show is on Sunday, and then I'm still plugging away, working on the collection. Just got a couple things in. Still need to open Batman 89. Opened up Kenobi at Graham's house. Amazing figure, man. That Kenobi looks really good.
Looks good, Steve.
Thank you. On behalf of Obi-Wan himself.
Thank you.
That's all I got.
All
Long
right.
live the Empire.
Long live Brick Artemis, aka Casey Jones.
Yes, let's go. Yeah, I mean, I got Bugle 6 Monday. I'm gonna have Zord photography on the show. I might get another guest as well. Flavio came back, and then he's not gonna be here this Monday, so he's gone again.
Yeah, where the hell's that guy been? Haven't seen him in the chat.
Yeah, I haven't seen him. But he'll be back again on the Beagle 6. And other than that, I mean, the last video I think I put out was the review of Ladypool, my quick little review of her. And yeah, just waiting to get these Mondo figures. I'm looking forward to doing a review on those two Spider-Man Mondo figures, hopefully before December, or by December at least. And yeah, I mean, I've got a couple other videos up my sleeve that I'm wanting to do. It's just coming up with time. A lot of stuff going on personally this week and last week, but definitely going to get back on some of that more long form content. Just reached 20,000 subscribers.
Congrats.
So thank you to everyone for that, especially the supporters that come to, Wolfpack and watch us and the Bugle 6 and those live streams. That's the most fun I have is live streams. So thank you guys.
Yeah. Brian says, congrats, Brick.
Thank you.
And DLO The Collector.
We're back.
Oh.
Video drops tomorrow.
Oh!
Yep. If you unsubscribe, sub back. We're back, baby. We rebranded. We're better than ever.
Is this the tour?
No, not the tour.
Oh.
Not the tour. Tour is actually, funny you mentioned that. I just got a quick update about 5 minutes ago. We're going to have to postpone that tour until 2025 as well, to figure out what happened behind us tonight. I'm going to have to go back there and fix whatever.
Was that a light in your corner, it looks like?
Yeah. Like the light right behind my shoulder on my left side just fell.
And you're not able to get back there.
I got to move cases to get back there. That was not supposed to happen.
It's in the back corner, like between the two?
Getting on a ladder and getting like a grabber?
No, man. It's a DF-120.
He's got 4 DFs high in that room.
Yeah. I'm going to have to move the whole thing.
It's like 10 feet in the air.
That's a kick in the pants.
Yeah.
Damn.
Move figures, all that good jazz, just to get that bar. So that's going to be fun. So I don't know.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, video tomorrow will be Halloween themed. Excuse me. I am exhausted tonight. My Yankees just lost. Forgive me. But yes, it's going to be Halloween themed for tomorrow's festivities. As far as what's on the docket, we're going to do a special trick or treat with all the figures that Hot Toys announced this past month here. So stay tuned for that. There should be a fun episode. And if you guys like it, I think I might make that like a regular, like in the rotation as videos I do here. So yeah, definitely take a look at it tomorrow. It should be out sometime around 9 a.m. East Coast. So, yep.
All right.
Stay tuned. We're back, baby.
Sounds good. And I appreciate that, D-Lo. And of course, for Reverse Zio, the juice is loose. There you go. Hit you with it. A lot of fun being Beetlejuice tonight. As for my channel, it's been sparse again, kind of with the the long form content as well. Just hasn't been as much coming my way, but I do have a video. It was coming out tomorrow too, but I don't want to step on DLO's toes. It's probably coming out in the evening. So, but it's this guy right here. It is the Drifter from Topo. This thing is really pretty sick. So, I did a review on this. I think it looks awesome. You got the black eye paint. It's a Batman / Bruce Wayne that we just haven't seen before. So it's really cool. I got to figure out where I'm putting them into the collection. But man, it makes me even want Penguin even more, whether it be from Hot Toys or Mars Toys. I just want to keep going with this line because that show has been so awesome. So look for that to come out probably tomorrow. And yeah, then, hopefully if Tech and Bane come and couple of these other, I'm even still waiting on In-Art Batman, In-Art Superman. Some of this stuff starts coming in, I want to review it and whatnot, but I'm always open to ideas too. If you guys, there's something you want me to talk about, I've done most of it in the 5 years that I've been doing this channel, but sometimes it's good to revisit it. Sometimes it's good to, like, I was thinking about doing this, and you guys on the panel can let me know if you think this is stupid or not. But I was thinking of like looking at one of my old tours and then like commentating now on it, and just like where I've kind of done something like that, but I haven't focused on a specific one. I'd almost like to hear the audio, and then I can cut in and be like, God, you were such a stupid idiot for saying that. Or, how your past person, you're always like, God, like, what were you thinking? And
public
stuff like
ridicule.
That. So,
who hasn't done that?
Thought about that too, but yeah, I don't know. Thinking about
I
it.
think you should do a
don't say
director's
it,
commentary
Thrawn.
on it.
You should definitely
Don't say
do
it.
the box your collection tour. Come on, man! I saw him over there. I saw him at your house. I got an actual sneak peek into the mind of the Jedi.
Actually, he did look in there. He's like, "Wow, this is actually pretty."
You
pretty
should
organized.
do a video on it.
I can't tell if Brick's laughing or not, but I know DLO is.
Shaking my head over here.
Everybody in the chat, come on! I know you all want a box collection tour from Jedi himself. Learn what he does with his boxes. Come on, guys.
I don't agree with this X-Man. Without the bike, he's pointless. I don't think so. I think he needs binoculars, if anything. You're spying. No, you get the bike helmet though. I'm surprised we haven't gotten that yet though. I would have thought that would have shipped around the same time. So kind of sucks to do a video without the bike helmet, and I don't even know what I'm going to do with it because I really do like this pose. So we'll see. But yeah, we'll see. We're always trying to think of new ideas. So hit me up on IG.
Wait. Hey Graham, what did they do with the left ring finger? Did Topo like grind it off of there, or like what? Like, is there a ring? They had a ring on. I think it was like a reused John Wick hand.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Oh, okay, good. Nice.
Yeah, I don't see it. But
That's good.
Dude, this is cool. And
we
we always talk about like the head sculpt is like the soul of a figure, and you're getting the Hot Toys head sculpt that you're just, putting onto the clothes. So the clothes are tailored really nice, and it looks like a premium figure, so it's really cool.
Nice.
That's all I'll say about it because I don't want to give away the whole figure video. But yeah. All right, guys. Well, hey, happy Halloween. Hope you all watch something spooky tomorrow, this weekend. Enjoy the festivities. And until next week, we will see you later. Wolfpack out. Too sweet, you guys. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy
Should've been your hand
Halloween.
blue.